Previously on the City of Illumination, we continued our journey into the cave, slaughtering goblins and hoping for the best as we went through and found out what was really going on. Just kidding, we still have no idea. But I will tell you this, I got a sweet mask out of it, and I still don't like when somebody chops off their hand and guess what? Turns into a hammer, tries to hit me. Not a big fan. Anyway, we made it through that. I almost died. They had to ask if Ox was okay. Anyway, we ended up going back to the city. We had a good time and ended with us deciding we're going to go ahead and put on a show. I know that's not much of a recap, but let's be real 90% of the last session was nothing but combat. So, if you really want to know what happened, you're going to have to go back to that one and figure it out for yourselves. Other than that, I hope you're all caught up based on what I just told you, which is basically nothing. Enjoy the show.
It is currently 2 p.m. Sterling, you are sitting at the bar in the tavern. Like we left off, it seems to be pretty busy at this point of the day. Uh, the bartender Carius, the plum-skinned, dark-haired tiefling bartender, is serving drinks along with about 10 other barmaids that you did not see previously that morning or the morning prior. But obviously they're here to work now. A lot of people are getting drunk midday, as per usual in any medieval fantasy setting. Uh, Food is being distributed. Food is also being dropped on the floor. And Ox and Tav, you are currently just setting up. Really, nothing to set up. You're just sort of on stage, preparing how you will. Um, it is starting to become a little bit rambunctious in the belly of the Catobulbus. But I will leave it to you three. What do you all three like to do?
All right. Um, If we're getting set up, I meant to. I actually meant to write something up, but I got sidetracked with a bajillion things. So everybody, gather around. We've got a story of the adventures of a. What do you call? It's not a duo. What's three people?
Trio.
A trio. The journey of a trio. I don't think that's it, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Let's do that, yeah. Roll with
it. We went out to the sands and then as I'm doing this, I'm doing the for emphasis on the drums. We found some goblins and we took them down. We saved some people and brought them back to town. But before we could, we had to. What's that? That guy cut off his hand. I don't know how to make that into a song. It was disgusting, and it turned into a mallet, and it whacked us.
Gosh.
We managed to fell him with a great axe and a sword. And then that's the end of my story. If you'd like to hear more, put a little coin.
Okay.
I don't even know if that sounds like I rolled a 5.
from the beginning, before you started on the precipice of you starting out, some people are paying attention. Obviously, a lot of people aren't really. But as you start and talk your way of explaining what had happened in the Southern Dude, some people turn their heads and give you drunken looks, and some of them give you mouthful looks. What? Who those people? Go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay. All right. Whoo! 18.
Am I?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No.
Right. Where's Sterling sitting? Like,
so there's about give or take 10 long tables in this pretty much main hall. Sterling can be saying whatever he wants to. I really didn't know where, so where did you want to sit? Do you want to sit at the bar, close to the mini stage, afar, in the middle? There's just a lot of people in this bar right
How well was his performance received?
now. With an 18, there are people who are paying attention, and it's not. You can tell that it's not like oohs and ahs. It's more like, who's that guy? What's he talking about? Fleshhammer. That's crazy. Who are these people? It's more of like confusion and curiosity, which has drawn a majority of their attention towards Ox and Tav on the stage. But a good majority of the people are still, going about their debauchery. Not really debauchery, it's like minor debauchery. But yeah, anyways.
Subpar debauchery.
Subpar debauchery.
All right. I just kind of want to stand near the stage,
Okay.
like, I guess by where they're performing.
Sure. You want to stand just up there. So like the stage is in the corner of this tavern. It's like those. If you ever been to like a small old timey bar, they have like small stages. Not like a. It's not like your normal like comedy bar where they have a full on stage for you to go up there. It's mostly just a raised platform in the corner of the bar, away from the bar, next to maybe some booths. But people can still see you regardless. So there could be a chair nearby if you want to take a seat, or you could just stand there and look looming over everybody because you are rather tall, right? You're like 6'5" or something.
I just want to pull up a chair next to the that's where we're collecting the money.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Sterling, you what do you guys put in front of the stage for people to put money in? Like a hat?
I'll put my hat down.
You put your hat down? Oh, okay. Awesome. It's a big hat actually. All right. So so Sterling, you're sitting there with the hat. A couple people come by, they put down some coppers. But for the most part, people are just now paying attention. It was such an interesting story. But yeah. Tab, were you going to perform? Or sorry, Sterling, did you want to do something?
No, I just wanted to.
Okay.
I'm just gonna play along a little on the violin.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and make a performance check too. I'll say that you were playing along and near the end as well.
17.
17. My gosh. The background music sort of helped increase the you all being noticeable up at the stage, and eventually you hear people from like the middle parts of the tavern just like, so why were there goblins there? Why were you in a cave? They start just asking like questions now because they're just mainly curious.
Okay, so since some people have paid, I just go, well, since we've got some coin and more story to tell.
Oh God.
We were out in the desert on a contract, you see, to get rid of the goblins or to slaughter thee. At first, we tried to be cordial. Boop, 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 a doop, boop, 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 a doop. So, you're probably asking yourself, what the hell happened? It seemed to cut off there randomly. Well, it turns out when you're drumming on your desk, as a barbarian, you're prone to break something. So, this is what's going to happen whenever something goes horribly awry. You're going to get a bump, 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 boo, boo, doo, boop. That's your intermission. So, I don't really know what happened while I was gone, but turns out I must have blacked out because when I came to, everyone was playing cards. And I guess that's where you're going to use to get caught up there. Hopefully, it starts to make sense as you keep watching. We're sorry for this rude intermission. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. All right, record on this computer.
Nah, you're good, man. We were just gambling off camera.
I almost lost a lot of money.
Okay. All right. So my story ended. When did I fall asleep?
So you did finish your story, but then Onyx, you just blacked out, like blinked. You just stood there in a daze, and Tav and both Sterling and Tav tried to wake you from your conscious stupor, but there was to no avail. The crowd wasn't upset; they were just even more just curious about the trio even more. But I also did mention to Sterling that you guys actually made quite a bit of coin because during that whole explanation of what happened further, Tav also rolled what was like a 24 for performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To increase the ambiance of the whole regaling of what happened in the Mortal Cave. You earned 120 coppers, and Sterling's right. You already got this written down.
Okay.
120 coppers, 50 silvers, and 10 gold pieces.
That's not a bad haul for just wandering in and starting to talk about our tale.
Yeah, you're literally surrounded by like 5 drunken tavern patrons, and they're just like, yeah, whatever you say, guy who just sits here.
Dang. I'm gonna wander over to them just to see what they're doing.
Yep, they are playing a card game. There was another person that Sterling was playing, but it seems the Turtle Man left. As you can hear the clanking of a very heavy leather pouch full of coin that he just walked out winning. But it seems like a simple game. It's called Mountains. The object of the game is we use D8s, and the house draws the cards, and you basically make bets. You roll as a D8. You want to get in between by rolling one D8. The 2 numbers the house rolls. So if I rolled a 4 and a 6, you would need a 5 to win your money or to win double your bets. But if you roll a 4 or 5 or anything outside, you lose to the house. It's basically like blackjack. You're basically fighting against the house the entire time. But if you want to participate, the dwarf woman says, "I still have some coin left. You want to make some money or lose some money?"
I just made money by telling stories. Plus, this seems like, you know what, I'll try one.
Okay.
Let's just try a hand, see how this goes.
You look at Sterling. Sterling's just like, "I also just wanted to try one hand." And you see he has a pile of silvers in front of him. He's lost in the sauce, man. All right, so the buy-in is 5 silver pieces.
Okay, let me see what I've got in the old pocketbook here. More isn't enough to buy in, so I'm gonna put down 5 silver.
Okay. So you both put down 5 silver pieces, and I'll go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and just use Sterling's character sheet. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll off Sterling's character sheet so that everyone can see the rolls.
Okay.
So she goes ahead and shelves the deck, and I was telling them earlier while you're away that this dwarf woman is like shuffling cards like a street magician, like just outrageous ways of shuffling cards. It almost to the point where like, is she cheating? Is she messing with the deck? But regardless, she puts the worn, tattered deck of cards down on the table, and she draws 2 cards. And I'll go ahead and roll 2 d8s off Sterling's character sheet. 6. So with that, she goes ahead and takes her hand and pulls the 10 silver pieces towards her. Sorry about that, lads. Another game to win some money back.
I just look dumbfounded and I go, "Nope, I said one game. I'm out of here."
Good call.
What about you?
Oh, my cue to leave.
Okay, sounds good. Dwarf woman Bazaret says thank you for the opportunity. And she, you see her just pour all these piles of coins into her leather pouch. Nope. You guys are still in the tavern. Still lively. There's still people calling out to the zombie half orc to go back on stage and do his mime shenanigan again because it was really good.
Okay. So apparently I've got to go finish this story. Does anybody remember where I was?
No.
Perfect. So I'm probably just going to start over from where I think I was. So I walk back up to the stage and I pull out a drum
Mhm.
And unlike last time, I'm not gonna hit the table because I think that's what broke my computer.
Oh,
So actually, I'll use my I don't know. I'll figure something out. It's got to have some noise, otherwise it's just not good. Okay. So I walk up into the middle of the stage, and Cav, you're gonna do some background music. Apparently, if it weren't for you, we wouldn't make any money.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out a little.
Wonderful. So there we were in the cave. And that doesn't have nearly the effect that I was hoping for, but whatever.
This is some serious like jazz stuff going on up there. It's very smooth, very mellow.
So we were told to get rid of the goblins, you see. We had a contract from the not true, but the city.
Listen.
So we went out to the desert to find the goblin horde. To be fair, I honestly only thought there was like 5 goblins. I was wrong. So we got out there, and guess what? I've lived there my entire life, and not even I can find my way in the shifting dunes on the first try.
Oh gosh.
So then we were looking, and we found an oasis, a trail of sorts, you see. We found the goblin's cave and hideout. Much more for us to see. We went in and we found them. We found this lovely lady. Have you ever seen something so beautiful as, what color was her skin?
Gray.
Gray skin and golden irises. Not from this plane, you see. I don't know if that's true, but it sells a good story.
Just hang
Yeah.
it up.
She was
there we go.
magical in ways you couldn't understand, mostly because I don't do magic. Understand?
Well, you do now.
Shh, they don't know that part yet. I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So we go into the cave and we save her life. Forever indebted. I forgot about the other 2 people, didn't I?
Yeah,
we
but
didn't-
skip them.
Yes,
weren't
whatever.
they
They're
weren't
fine.
important.
They're side characters in the story anyway. And we go into the cave and we find the goblin hordes. We take them out, but don't worry first. We are kind and generous souls. I said, hey, take me to your leader. But guess what? That's not happening. They shot an arrow at my head. Good thing for me, they both wound up dead.
Ooh, everyone's starting to get into it now.
So then we went on and we saved the woman fair. We went to the back of the cave. Guess what we found there? More goblins. That's a joke. We said to them, you don't need to fight. But guess what? They all just decided they wanted to die that day.
That didn't
Turns
rhyme.
out. What? Shut up. It isn't your story. Well, I mean, it kind of is. Play the music and shut up.
I am.
And you be a figure piece. Jesus Christ. Or learn how to sing or play a drum or something. Sorry, everyone. Back to the tale at hand. We went to the back of the cave after we had dealt them a deadly ham. That doesn't make sense, but it rhymes.
Hand is better.
We can't rhyme hand with hand. It sounds stupid. So we went back to the back and we found what we were looking for. A guy with a mask. And he had 2, what are those things called?
I don't remember.
Were jackals? Jackal wares?
Jackal.
Either way, they weren't supposed to look like that. They were cursed. They attacked us so quick. And guess what we did? No reasoning with these fools. We dealt them a deadly hand. I'm breaking into freeform, everybody. I hope
Pretty
you
much.
enjoy. They certainly didn't. They ended up in a pool of blood. So we got them both. We took them down to Hades. Guess they're not going to have any more dates.
That
So
works.
last but not least, the guy with the mask, he chopped off his hand and hit me with a mallet made out of his hand. It's disgusting. We charged and we stabbed and we chopped and we tried. Turns out I wasn't super helpful that day because I needed a nap. With a couple of swings and a stab from a rapier, I can't rhyme anymore. But that guy's gonna need a new face transplant.
I need to goop. He needs more than a transplant.
He's like, get that spot.
Anyway, I've got his mask if anybody wants to see it.
The crowd is both horrified, confused, but also really drunk and enjoying this unorthodox and very, very exaggerated tale. To them, it sounds just out of this world. Flash mallets and shackle wares, just very, 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 very comedic to them in their drunken stupor. But for the most part, the crowd overall is enjoying the recounting of such a tall tale. I go ahead, both of you, Tav and Ox, go ahead and make 2 performance checks at advantage.
All right.
Oh, that's needed.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need it. That's not
That
a.
didn't help. 11.
A little bit.
Ooh, that's not nearly as good. Shit, I got the same thing on both of them. I rolled what I was saying.
Thankfully, like I said, the crowd that was mostly appalled and aboard such a tale were the ones that pretty much did not like the overall performance. It was most of the people who were confused and the people who were just drunk out of their mind who enjoyed the performance, which 2 out of 3, pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm going to go ahead and award all 3 of you, even Sterling, who's just been there. And I'll go ahead and tally up. A lot of these drunk people were giving some coin. Like, these people are just giving coin out. You all 3 receive inspiration.
Woo!
Yay.
And
I would
with
like
that, yeah.
to give Tav and Ox the money that got in the hat because I didn't do anything for it. So
That's fine, for sure. But regardless, you 3 both, or you all 3 of you get inspiration. And then the total increased total now of the overall. So I'll give you the full total of what you made from such a ridiculous narration.
I'm a storyteller.
So you all earned 200 copper pieces. So this is the total: 200 coppers, 80 silver, and 15 gold pieces.
All right.
So
15.
I'll let you distribute that between yourselves.
Okay, so I'll take 5 gold.
Yeah.
How much silver was there? Sorry.
80.
I'm going to take 20 silver. And then I'll take what's half of the copper?
There's 200 copper. So
Okay, so I'm going to take 100 copper. I'll let you 2 do math. I just decided to take whatever.
There's 60 silver left.
60 silver and 100 copper and 10 gold pieces left.
Yeah.
I
5
didn't like,
gold.
do any
30
work
silver.
for it. So I don't think
You get
I don't feel
the
comfortable taking
either
it.
way.
We couldn't have
Wait.
made this happen without you. You were there. You picked up my great axe and you smashed that guy in his stupid face.
I think you meant the performance.
Shut up. You weren't there.
Give me back my 5 gold pieces then.
No, I meant it's a
No.
battle. That's what I'm talking about. This story wouldn't have happened without him. That's
There's
why
a
he
lot
gets
of
the
plot holes in your story.
I'm sorry. I just where am I?
Sterling, you are part of the team, and we share our earnings or whatever the world is.
There's like some people cheering, like, yeah, team spirit.
Yeah, friendship.
Fantastic.
Literally, it was just drunk people just yelling stuff out. Awesome. Take the money, big guy. Just take it. If you're not gonna take it, I'll take it.
No.
You want to come adventuring with us?
No, I'm good, man.
All right, then you don't get none of the money.
All right. So, what do you three want to do now? You're at the table. You just split the coin. Maybe there's some beverages that some of the patrons have bought for you for free because they did enjoy. Like I said, mostly drunk people who bought it for you. Did enjoy your little narration of what happened literally yesterday.
So, what time is it?
It's around 4 p.m. now. You guys probably spent a little bit more time with the extra performance, along with the gambling and stuff like that. 2 hours has passed since 2, so it's about 4 o'clock.
So, do we want to? We want to down this. I'm gonna down. So, sorry, that took it out of me. So, do we want to go and get a head start on this? Since we've still got like at least the better part of like the end of the day, we could try to figure out about this thief person. Unless you guys just want to hang out and relax tonight.
I feel like we have time to get like at least figure out what the thief looks like. Get some information.
That's
Yeah.
fair. And then we can come back and have some drinks.
More?
Yeah. Probably.
Yes. So, does anybody remember where we're supposed to go? The Shirtas? The Shirtas. We got to go
Yeah.
see the Shirta
Shirtas.
captain or something.
Yeah. Which is northeast from here, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna follow you. Let's do it, team.
Let's ride with our feet
Go.
and go over there.
I'm gonna add that into our next story. Let's ride with our feet and go over there.
So you all exit the belly of the Catoplibus, and you make your way down the sandy, dusty, sort of sandstone roads, leading towards the bay. You make your way past the Kalula Wharf, the Atak Pier, and slowly make your way down towards the Canal Bazaar, all the way to the Shirta station. Now, you arrive at the Shirta station. The Shirta station is. Is a large government building with a sentry tower. You can see the sort of slight silhouette of a ballista at the very top. There are many of these robed and finely dressed and armored individuals. No weapons out like that you can see on them. They seem to just be unarmed people. They all have these like little turban caps, so they have like these little leather caps and turbans. I did post a picture on Discord before, but I'll go ahead and post it once again just for reminders.
Okay.
These are the ones that have the hidden blades in their forearm guards, but
But we don't know that.
but no one knows.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and put that NPC appears once again. These are what your normal shortas would look like.
When I first walked into the belly of the Dwarven woman, she was one of these, right? Or was
Yes.
that
Yes,
okay.
yeah. The dwarven one that was talking to Carius, the tiefling bartender, she was wearing the exact same garb as this one. So she definitely was a Shirta officer of some sort.
Okay.
Okay, where was I? Okay. I was still describing the building. That's pretty much it. It's about a 2-story sandstone building. There's some canopies overhanging over windows to block out the sun. There's some canopies overhead the door. Looks like a little patio out front. Then in between some houses that are next to the station, you can see that there's an alley that leads into like a back area where there's a bunch of more canopy tents that sort of like make this awesome little cool shaded area in the back. But you see that there's a lot of Shirtas back there. But as you approach the Shirta station through the busy streets, you witness that there are several men and women dressed in those attires. So like khaki clothing, brown boots, a cowl, a leather cowl, basically. Go ahead, everyone, make a perception check.
Alright. Perception.
8.
Just a net 20. Or not net 20, just a straight 20. 6.
16.
At least something good.
So you see that
So what's this
there are probably about 6 or 7 of these Shirtas outside, and they seem to be doing something. You see some of them escorting what looks like to be arrested individuals, some appear to be affluent citizens of the city, some to be merchants just complaining about things. Not them arrested. They're just like out front, like yelling at these Shirtas, talking about discrepancies between federal trade laws and local trade laws and stuff like that. But for you, Ox, you see that when some of the Shirtas talk and use hand gestures or put their hand on people's shoulders, you do see what looks like to be this little dagger mechanism. You can see the blade. Somewhat.
Okay.
You can see that there's like little gears, little clockwork gears on the side, and you don't. What is your intelligence? 12 or at least?
So my intelligence, I think, is an 11.
11. As long as your intelligence is not like a 7 or something.
Yeah, I didn't. I decided against that.
I've played those characters. They're quite fun, honestly. But you can easily tell that like, oh, those are cool little hidden blades. I wonder how they work. But you can definitely tell that they have like that's what they're armed with on both of their underneath their forearms are hidden blades. Like I said, you see that a bunch are just taking care of business. Like I said, arguing with people, or they're bringing them inside to the search station in chains and manacles. What would you like to do?
So I want to look for one that looks like they might be in charge of not necessarily the rabble, but someone that looks like they might be someone who we should talk to. Because I don't think they gave us a specific thing. We just want to talk to someone. I don't know,
have a
someone who's not
name.
busy. Let's find someone who's not busy, who's a shirt.
You actually do have a name.
Yeah.
It did.
Chief Ascar.
Yeah, that's who's giving us the payment. So I guess it might be
Okay.
a good idea to talk to him.
So we need to find a unoccupied Shirta and ask them to take us to that guy whose name was just said 3 seconds ago, and I've already forgotten.
Yeah, you're
Chief
good.
Ashgar.
Chief Ascar. So Ascar. Chief Ascar. All right, so I'm gonna go find a guy that doesn't look like he's particularly busy. Maybe he's just standing guard.
Yeah, there is one Shirta who's just sort of just standing around. You see that he's rolling up a cigarette and he begins to light it.
Excuse me. I'm not going to say what I thought I was going to say. We need to speak with your chief. Can you direct us to the chief?
The man, the Shirta officer looks at you. You want to speak with Chief Ashgar?
Ascar, yes, we are here because we have a contract and we're trying to gather some information.
Okay, yeah. You must be freelancers, huh?
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
can you take us to your leader?
I'll go fetch him. You go ahead and stay right here.
Okay.
Throws the cigarette on the ground and walks inside.
I said it.
It
You
might
do
not
see-
be a good idea.
You do see that a couple of Shirta officers are bringing a train of like naked goblins. They look like to be desert goblins, but they don't look. They have like actual like tribal markings all over their face, like blue paint, like war paint. They're just like, what? What do we do? What? Hey, what? They're just like at least 6 of them in a train, all chained together like a chain gang.
I'm gonna inquire. Hey, what did they do?
The one of the Shirta officers is a woman. She turns to you like, oh, they were illegally selling magical potions that turn people invisible. Nah, that's a lie. And one of the shirts just hits him in the back. That's illegal in this place. You don't sell potions that turn things illegal without proper recommendation from the Mages Guild. What?
That's interesting.
We do this every day out in the desert. Yeah, this is not the desert. This is civilization, friend. And he just hits in the back of the head.
So noted, guys. Don't sell any illegal potions. Also, we should find out
good-
their hideout location.
Invisible potions would be nice.
Don't say that out loud.
Yeah, the shirt
I whisper
officer
that.
just like looks at all three of them, gives you like that squint, just like
I want to give her a big thumbs up. Sweet.
and
I go like this.
squints even harder. Nah, turns around, just like I'm not dealing with this.
Too much paperwork.
Yeah, there's like 12 of these goblins, so there's a lot of paperwork gonna be happening. Eventually walking out was the same shirt officer, along with another one who is not wearing a leather cap on top, but an actual just like turban. This individual is has better sort of plate armor on his shoulders and his chest, and you can see that he has a ceremonial dagger. At least for Tav, you would know that those ceremonial daggers are only given to people who are like considered heroes, or like they're either like public or military commendations given by the Federation. So like this person has done something relatively noticeable and that it's been recognized. Probably why he's also the chief of a federal station as well.
Fair.
Walking out, I'll go ahead and show you a picture. This is Chief Ashgar. He walks out and he taps the man on the shoulder, who begins to roll another cigarette. It's like, yeah, I had to throw my other cigarette because these people, disturbed my break. And the chief's like, don't worry about that. Go ahead and take your pick. So you must be the freelancers here to find the thief in the market.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Come with me. We'll go and talk in a more private, secluded area. Keep away from prying eyes.
Okay. Does that strike anyone as weird?
Yeah, I don't know
Not
if it's not really necessary.
I guess he's, he's got nice fancy medals. He's a good guy. Let's follow him.
So he just goes around the corner where you saw that alleyway that leads into the back.
Mhm.
You guys, you three bypass the two shooter guards who are standing there, and the chief just sort of like waves his hand. And they both allow all four of you to pass. In the back, there are a bunch of shirtas, and they're all. It looks like it's like a large outdoor break area. Some of them are smoking hookahs, smoking cigarettes, drinking, eating lunches, and he walks you over to the far corner. That's like maybe a couple tables away from any of the busier shirtas, just to keep them away from all of you. He sits you all down. It's just this round sandstone table. So, like I said, I just want to quickly go over some of the things that I've told the other freelancers. I don't know if you know, but you're not the only freelancers who are also part of the contract. So basically, this Jikao, or what we're calling him is Jikao. Description is that he is a human man, probably about between the ages of 30 and 40. We know that he has been operating with a group of thieves in the city, but we've been unable to track down their hideouts. We've been unable to track down a pattern. Past investigations have pointed that his thefts happened just before dawn, so right at the point of the sun comes up, right when it's the darkest. He goes and he pulls out a parchment. It looks like to be some reports. He says, let's see. 2 nights ago, 2 of my shirtas was on watch and were in pursuit. But unfortunately, the foolish and incompetent city guard ruined the entire operation, and we lost probably one of our best chances at apprehending the cow. Let's see. So far, our investigations for this man has gone for about 3 months now, and he has evaded us, which is quite good. In all honesty, we are pretty good at our job, but whoever this Jikao is, he has resources. We believe that he's hiding in a certain area. We've sort of triangulated an area within the city of Mercerna. Now, he does steal normally from and around the Canal Bazaar, which, though it is one location, it is a very large location. It's the most heavily condensed and congested location here in all of Mercerna. but we have pinpointed at least what we believe a relatively range of operations, an area of operations that Jikao and his little underlings have been conducting these string of burglaries that have been eluding us. He go ahead and pulled out a map. So go ahead if you all can go back to the map of Macerna.
Yep.
On World Anvil.
All right.
He pulls it out in front of you and he shows it to all you. And then like I know Oxford like, oh, we have one of those too. Let's see. So if you guys can go and find the Shirta station on the map, we'll start there.
Right.
Got it.
It's right next to the House of Trades, the Diasov Bridge, just above Sifted Gifts, which is like a notable bakery. Once you get to there, go ahead and start scrolling to the top left corner, like that in that direction. So past the House of Trades, past Need Bread, past the Summoning Scroll, until you get to the bridge called the Nazim Bridge, which is still right next to the Canal Bazaar.
Yeah.
Okay. I see it.
Right, he speaks up. So right now, we can no longer spare any more, or I can no longer spare any more Shirtas on this investigation. Though I do have at least 5 or 6 still operating within the area, I've had to transfer basically the investigation over to the freelancers for more labor. Currently now, because he's evaded us for quite some time, and he's already accumulated a stolen wealth that equates to about 10,000 gold pieces in both property and actual coin, he's now considered a federal fugitive, which makes this a very important case for everybody. Like I said previously, you are not the only freelancers on this job. I've had to dish out more freelance contracts or more contracts to the Fortune Hall to help compensate the loss of Shirta officers that I had to take off the field. So currently there are 3 other freelancer teams that are on this operation. Regardless of what happens, all 4 teams will be paid, whoever finds it. And you are currently the last one who is receiving this sort of information debriefing or briefing. I suggest, as he points back onto the map, that you go and look around the Nazim Bridge area near the Canal Bazaar. This is pretty much the area we have pinpointed where Jikao and his thugs or his thieves have been operating, and most of the string of burglaries have been happening in that general area. I cannot tell you for certain how far that range extends, if it goes all the way to the Solar Brawlers Guild Hall, or even the Abbey of Ovison, or even as far as the Atok Pier. But for the most part, Nazim Bridge seems to be the epicenter of where these string of burglaries and thefts are occurring. Before I move any further, is there any questions so far that you have for me?
Do we know this thief's real name?
We unfortunately do not. We've only had minor scattered descriptions of eyewitness accounts of the person. The person seems to be obviously hiding his face. We do know it's a man by at least the stature and posture of the individual. We can't say for certain, but we definitely know that from what we have been told, or for what eyewitness accounts have told us, that it's definitely not a woman, unless the woman, has very tomboyish looks. But for the most part, we do believe that it is a man. Probably around range from eyewitness accounts 5'8" to 6'1". Slender build, but probably athletic. He is very fast, from what my Shirtas have reported, and doesn't seem to be armed. There haven't been any cases of violent acts, no acts of aggression, mostly just thievery, which is good for the most part.
So is this we definitely need to take him alive situation? Or is it just preferred?
The thing is, usually when we encounter someone, we do kill them.
We've really tried not to, but they don't give us a lot of wiggle room.
Well, that is unfortunate. He is a fugitive, a federal fugitive, so we would like for his apprehension at all costs. Now, if that is not the case, unfortunately, that means it will mean a failed contract. We can't do anything if he is dead. We cannot prosecute him. We cannot judge him. And that just means more paperwork for me, in all honesty. So yes,
Okay.
it is paramount that you capture him, apprehend him by any means necessary. But if he dies, it's a failed contract for everybody.
Okay, so we should. I think we should find the other teams and see if we can set up a dragnet. I mean, everybody gets paid, right? So teamwork.
Sure.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan that actually might work.
Definitely raised our chances of being a success. So, did any of the other teams say where they might be headed to keep an eye, or is everybody kind of heading to the same area?
Well, I've given the 3 other teams the same information I'm giving you now. All of them came separately, just like you have. They all seem to be conducting themselves separately, I can only imagine. So if you wish to find them and form a search party, it's completely up to you. The contract does not dictate how you operate.
That's cool. Can you give me any descriptions of the people in the other teams so that we might be able to better to identify them?
Sure. Give me 1 second. So there is one team. The first team that came by was led by a halfling, mocha skin, a red headband, a very wild haircut, like shaved sides and long on the fronts. He went by the name of Ludovico. His companions were all humans and other gnomes, but I didn't get their names. I only met their, I would assume their leader. He said his name was Ludovico. The second team came by, was led by a goblin, and he was leading a group of 3 other, I would assume, freelancers, 2 half orcs and a dwarf man. The goblin's name was Pop Smoke. Trust me, I asked him why he called himself Pop Smoke, but he is just your normal goblin. He's wearing sort of a mesh cowl, and he's got a rotten apple on top of his head.
Sounds interesting.
And then the third one was probably the most well-equipped out of the 3 freelancer groups so far, the 4 freelancer groups. Not that I'm not saying that you're well-equipped. This group and this squad in general seemed well-balanced. It seemed that they had quite the magical gear on them and hardware. They weren't really led by a leader, but a kobold by the name of Dugs. He wore a leather set of armor, wearing gray robes. He had a little staff. There was a bugbear, a human man, a dwarf with a shield and an axe. The bugbear had a great sword, but the kobold seemed to be the talker of the group. Like I said, his name is Dugs. And that's pretty much it.
Awesome. So I guess we know who we need to be on the lookout for. I wonder if Ludovico is good with the piano, but shit, sorry, that's funnier out of game than it is in game. So I appreciate your time. Does anybody else have any questions for this fine gentleman?
No.
No, none for me.
I will say before you leave that I did offer them, and I will offer you the same as well. I don't know if this may change your operation or how you go about things, but I did tell each team that if they apprehended Jikao first, I would offer a personal bonus of 25 silver pieces for each of their members.
I mean, that's ultimately up to you guys. I honestly don't care. We can always perform in the pub.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
plus
care.
there's nothing like, hey, maybe they'll throw us the line later on. Be like, hey, those guys were totally cool. Let's let them know about this thing that's happening. I think teamwork is the greatest thing. And if we work against each other, this son of a bitch is going to get away.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Ox.
I'm not right about much, except that if you don't take me to your leader, I normally Okay, that's a story for another time. I appreciate that. If we do manage to be the ones that catch them, we will definitely take up that offer. But if not, we hope that somebody does catch it. I guess I'm done. So
Yeah, we're done here. So
Stands
farewell.
up, and he says, "May Abella steer away ill fortune, and may Candiso guide you to clear trails and find clear evidence to locating Jikao and his thugs."
Thank you.
I'm not hiding my confusion about that. But I just okay.
Yeah, so Abella and Candiso are like two deities within the Rastrian Federation. Obviously, all three of you would not have really any connection to the pantheon of the Rastra Federation as a whole. But yeah, those are you'll hear some very weird names. But I mean, you would know, Ox, that Abella has that temple in Tayadata.
Okay, yeah. So I know about that one. So the second one, I was like, what?
Yeah. Kiniso is like a lesser deity of knowledge for the Federation or for
Sweet.
the Rastrians. Okay, so he stands up and he goes over to some other shirtas and they offer him a hookah, takes quick puffs, and they pour some wine for their chief, and you're back on the street. What would you like to do?
So what time is it now?
It's probably like almost 5 o'clock.
Okay. So do you want to try to find these other guys? I mean, we still got time.
Yeah, we can. I think we should go check around the Nassim Bridge.
That's
Right.
probably a good idea. So I guess we're gonna head for the Najim Bridge.
Okay. So the Seam Bridge isn't too far away. You're gonna go ahead and get past the massive House of Trades. You go past the summoning school again, which is always there's a lot of people going in and out.
It's very
But you're-
humble looking.
They're
I
always
was
humble
gonna say
looking.
that.
But obviously, navigating through this part of the street, this is basically the Canal Bazaar. So a lot of it is familiar to all of you. It's still congested even during this time of day. So you slowly make your way towards the Nazim Bridge. Now, the Nazim Bridge, just like all the bridges here in the Missouri, are these just very large, worn yet have that rustic feel that it was once a glorious bridge that was built, who knows, thousands of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it's made of sandstone and now sort of like rusting bronze, like the railings and stuff like that. There's some iconographies on the side that have been sort of placed onto the sandstone pillars that sort of hold the bridge. And it's your standard cornerstone arch bridge. All right. So arriving at the Nassim Bridge, it is congested as usual. Like I said, this is still part of the Canal Bazaar. So there's merchants and people coming over the bridge onto this side, going to the other side. There's people who will stop their carts that are like selling noodles or like deep fried pig intestines, street vendor foods in the middle of the bridge, and just like, oh, you want to buy something, and they just plop their car right there and start cooking right on the bridge. So there's just a lot of people in this area.
While we're looking, I'm going to be taking up some street vendors. Anybody got any pork rinds?
You got some deep fried pork ears. I mean, if you're looking for like pig parts for food, like you got pork snouts, pork feet or toes.
I live in the desert. I'll take what I can get.
What would you like to eat? What would you like to get? What would you want?
Something I haven't tried before.
So hard to gauge because I don't even know what you haven't tried before.
Okay, so I assume that in the desert I'm used to eating reptiles and stuff like that.
Sure, yeah.
And then stuff that when I was younger, I mean, I barely remember that.
You want some stuff that's like common in the city but that you've never had before.
Exactly.
Got you. Okay. Well, you probably didn't have much pig, so we'll go ahead and stick with pig. There is this one delicacy a lot of people talk about. It's called lechon, which is Tagalog, Filipino. But I'm using it in the setting. It's basically pork cutlets, but the skin has been it's been pit roasted and smoked for about 8 to 10 hours. So like inside you have the juicy, delicious pork meat, and then there's a layer of pork fat, and then on the top layer is the crunchy skin. It's dipped in like spicy, sweet and sour sauce, or just very hot sauce, or vinegar, up to your choice. But you see, a lot of people love that kind of stuff. It's like one of the most common street foods in Macerna, but you've never had it before.
I'm gonna take myself a chance and take a bite of that. Make it hot.
Oh, it's super hot. It's like you can actually see them still pit roasting the hog on the bridge.
Oh no, I meant the spice. I meant the sauce.
Oh, the sauce for sure. Yeah, they got you. It's gonna cost you. They're gonna give you a large slab, for about 2 coppers.
Okay.
And the first bite, the crunch, followed by the soft chewing of the fat, and then the juicy meat at the bottom is very succulent. It tastes so good. When you apply the variety of spicy sauces, it just complements the overall street food itself. It is a delicacy that I believe Ox would have never imagined ever having.
So good. You know what would go right with this? An ice sail.
Mhm. And there is an ice vendor on the other side of the street, the bridge, who's probably serving some ice sales.
Perfect.
For like 3 coppers, you can buy some.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Sure. Are you guys actively looking for these these other squad members?
Yeah, that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actively looking
Yeah.
while I'm looking at this food.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
Everyone
I'll be
make
looking.
perception checks then.
All right, I'm gonna update my currency first, real quick.
13.
13. Okay.
All right, you said perception, or what? I don't know what I was doing. What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception. Okay. 12.
12. Okay. So, are you all just looking for those 3 individuals? Or are you looking for one individually at first?
I'm just keeping an eye out to see if I see any of them. I want to keep my options open. If we can find one of the teams, it'll be much easier to focus on the other teams later.
Sure.
I also want to keep an eye out for like anyone that's like looks like they're in their 30s and like is a male human. Just like
There's a lot of those.
it's like if any like stick out to me though.
Right, you're
if I
trying to
can.
look. You're trying to look out for Jakao. I get you.
Okay.
That's totally fine. It's just it's very difficult. A lot of them are wearing. You don't know what color turban and what his attire truly looks like. But yeah, you're looking at. You're sort of just like maybe on the bridge, maybe near the bridge. You're just like going up to people, looking at them intently, and then moving on, or just like staring them down from a distance and stuff like that. And some people are just like hiding their faces as they walk by you or something. Like, did that person?
Suspicious.
So who rolled above a 16?
None of us.
I don't think
Oh.
anybody did.
Nope.
So for about I would say an hour of you like just going over across the Nazim Bridge, a few times, maybe checking out the Canal Bazaar on either sides. You just don't find anyone that would match the descriptions of those 3, including Jakao.
No rotten apple goblin.
You do see
No.
goblins, but they're not dressed like what Chief Ashgar is. Right? This little goblin called Pop Smoke.
They might not be here yet because
Hmm.
cow attacks or robs at dawn. I think they said something, so they might be somewhere else right now. And they're
Or
coming back later.
that's true. So, so they may not be here yet. Maybe they're gonna come back later, or maybe they're hiding. I mean, I don't. Any of us good at hiding? I tried. I made clinky noises when I tried to talk to goblins.
I might have to leave early.
What time are you thinking?
Probably soon.
Probably soonish, for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. Just let us know when you're leaving, and we'll continue on. I'll put I always post summaries in the Discord, so if you need a refresher, you can go
Right.
back there.
Okay.
Have we checked under the bridge?
I mean, that hey, that's a good idea. Maybe we should check under the bridge. Maybe he stashes his disguise under there.
Yeah, or maybe there's a secret patch or something. Patch it.
There's a doorway. I understand.
Yes.
A secret doorway.
Yeah. We can always check.
Is there anyone? Sorry, is this one by it? The secret doorway?
No, we're gonna go
Yeah,
underneath and see if we can find a secret
You can
doorway.
find
It
a
was just a
secret doorway?
harebrained
Like-
scheme.
Okay, sorry, I was doing something.
Okay.
So we're going under the bridge.
Yep, apparently.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, there are people under the bridge. Like I said, it's a very big city, and you can easily, if you're on the side of like on either side of the canal, and you look at the bridge at an angle, you can see that there's like homeless people that live down there. You can see that there's people that have stalls down there too. Like it's just very congested. Think of like a really condensed city. Like they'll put anything anywhere. So as you look at Nazim Bridge from afar first before you go towards it, there is like a rickety bridge or a rickety staircase that leads on either side down and underneath the bridge, because there is like a sandstone platform underneath where like some boats come by to like drop off things or whatever and then leave. So there's like a little platform, and that platform on both sides you can see that there's like looks like little mini shanty towns. There's like tents, pitch, and stuff like that. Like people live there from what it looks like, along with obviously smaller stalls and vendors.
Oh.
So you want to make your way down to one side of the bridge?
Yeah, so I've always learned that the people that you don't want to pay attention to always seem to know something. So I think we should talk to the people that are less fortunate. We can possibly get some information, and we can pay them for their efforts. Maybe they got some sort of network. I know nothing about spycraft, but I assume that they have to stick together, otherwise they die.
Yeah.
So I want to try to find the shantytown portion of this.
Yeah, it's on both sides.
Okay.
Like I say, there's like people have like their homes, like little like makeshift homes, but then there's people who are selling stuff like right in front of it too. So I mean, you can easily just walk around or whatever. All right, so you all three make your way down on one side of the Nazim Bridge down to this little platform right off the canal. For the most part, you just see a bunch of people, like just people in less fortunate means, just living their daily lives. You see some people like bathing off the canal and like naked, walking the canal and walking back. You see them drying their clothes. You see like families of like 5 or 10, just living in these little small tents. You see people selling more street foods. You see another person selling lechon, ox. You're just like, ooh. Someone selling ale and stuff like that. But there is one group of people that are making a ruckus down here, and you all see 3 dark-scaled lizard folk playing a card game. And for you, Ox and Sterling, it is a very reminiscent card game. They are playing Mountains.
Absolutely not.
They're playing on what looks like to be a large crate. So they're all sitting around a large crate with a dirty rug over it. Bottles of beer and wine, along with several copper and silver pieces, are scattered on top of this crate. And you can see from where you're at, clearly beneath the crate is a manhole.
Ooh. Sewers. Some smells. But
something smells about this job. So,
yeah,
so how do you guys want to approach this? You want to see if they'll just let us into the sewer, or should we just keep an eye on it?
I gotta go. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
There you go, man. Have a good one.
Alright,
See you next
good
week.
luck. I should be free next Saturday.
All right,
See ya.
awesome. Bye.
Bye. Well, Sterling went offline.
So he's just taking a nap.
No, so it's right there. He's just not saying anything.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, cool. I figure that's how we'd run that.
Well, we could just keep a lookout at it, but that seems boring.
It's true. Hey, I mean, at the very least, maybe we should check the other side just to confirm there's not a sewer over there.
Good idea. Let's do that.
You guys gonna go back up to the bridge, cross the bridge, and go to the other side?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you go down there. Same sort of thing. You can see on the outside the three dark scale lizard folk are playing Mountain Still, and on this side you don't see any visible manholes.
Can I make an investigation after all?
Sure, you can make an investigation check.
14.
14. You peruse through the shanty town, the little shanty camp. You're going through, and when you find you realize that you're going through like people's actual homes, and people are just like, "Hey, what are you doing in my living room?"
Sorry.
Walking over, like you're checking under rugs, like, "What are you doing in my bedroom, man?" And Cav, you're just like, "I'm sorry," but you do a great job at perusing and investigating through any possible hidden areas, and you do not find a manhole cover.
There's nothing here.
Okay. So we
This
step.
guy's his bathroom. Yeah, there's nothing here. This is my home, dude. Get out of here.
I'm sorry I disturbed you. It looked like just
What?
a part of.
What doesn't look like a home? Well, it's my home.
Yeah, I'm
Whoa,
sorry.
whoa! Nobody said anything about that. All
Can
right,
you
I'm
just
real
guys get
sorry.
out of my bedroom?
I'm not even in
was-
your bedroom. I'm yelling from outside.
That's also part of my bedroom.
What?
Where isn't your bedroom?
All right, so I'm not gonna lie. This is not a house. I'm literally outside. That's not a house. But tell
see,
you
like,
what,
a bunch of the-
I give him a couple coppers for his trouble. We're
he looks
sorry.
at- he gives you like a disgust. He's like, "Don't take pity on me."
No one's taking pity on you. I just want you to put a roof in so you can be honest from now on.
This isn't gonna put a roof over my head. Like you see a bunch of the other residents is sort of like also like look in your direction. You get the feeling a lot of these people are not liking your presence in the way that you're talking about the general area.
Look, to be fair, I sleep outside on the dirt for fun. So,
well, that's great. But you look like you don't have a job. You don't even have a shirt on.
see, this is what happens when you judge people. I wasn't judging you. I was trying to be kind, and you're saying I look homeless. My home is wherever my butt sits, all right?
Well, that's great. I need a job. And guess what? You said that this isn't a house. It is a house. It's a house that's perfect for me. Just
All
like
right,
how
fair
you
enough.
living outside is a house perfect for you.
See, that's fine. Hey, you guys need a job?
How much?
So
Wait, hold up. And they're just like, wait, what kind of job?
we're freelancers.
Oh no, we're good. We're good at that. Yeah, we work at the docks. We're good. We're not
A
about
lot
that
of
life.
shit talk suddenly ended real quick the moment you say you're a freelancer.
We want to live.
So do we.
Yeah, look at us. We're not warriors. We're not fighters. We're not adventurers.
Tell you what, if you guys want to learn for freezy, I'll teach you how to be stronger than you are. Just meet me over, and then I give a general idea of where Gunther's stuff is,
Right.
like on like the beach or whatever. Anybody feel free? I'll teach you how to become big and strong. I'm gonna teach them how to become barbarians.
Go ahead and make a persuasion. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh god.
Persuasion. 15.
You see, like at least like there's probably like 30 people here, and you see probably like 15 or like half of them are just like, okay, sure, yeah, sure, you're offering.
Yeah, absolutely. Free
You
of
have, like,
charge. I
You
don't.
have weapons and stuff that we can use.
I'll let you practice, but you're gonna have to learn how to control your inner demons before I'm gonna let you play with real weapons. You gotta learn the art first.
And they're just like all like in unison. Fair. Okay, yeah, I will take note of that. That you possibly possibly now have a a barbarian studio out on the beach. Oh gosh. I already know this is gonna lead to something. Anyways, so yeah, so there's no manhole cover on the side of the under bridge.
So
Now-
I guess we're gonna go back to the other side.
Yeah, now that
Sure,
we're
yeah.
done with that, let's go back to the other side.
That's fine.
So that went way better than I thought it was gonna.
we didn't get stabbed, so that's perfect in my book.
Exactly.
As you're walking out on this side, you pass by the normal vendors and stuff like that, but then you pass by an old, very wrinkly woman. You can see that she's blind. Her eyes are completely white and glossed over, and she seems to be like begging for copper. You see that there's maybe like 3 or 4 coppers. She's like on her she's sitting down, and there's like a rolled up was it a scarf that she sort of made into a bowl, and there's some copper pieces in it. And what is everyone's passive perception?
10.
I think that's actually something I have that's decent. Let me look. My passive perception is 13.
13.
Wow.
Underneath her rug, Ox can see the outline of another manhole.
I found it. I found it. So I'm gonna toss a couple coppers her way.
She's like, "Oh, thank you, whoever you are, for the kind gesture."
Of course. Hey, I know you don't see much, but I assume you hear a lot of things. Any
I'm just a blind woman. If you have any food to spare and maybe some wine, I would greatly appreciate it.
hold that shot. I'm gonna be right back. Go get. I'm gonna at least get her some food. If you want to find wine, I don't do that.
I can see if I have. Yeah. Is there any wine anywhere?
Sure.
There's some cheap shit.
Sure, yeah, she'll take it. So
gonna
I
go-
assume,
I'm gonna go get my new favorite food.
sure, yeah. Sounds good. You both come back with wine and some lechon. You give it. She's like, "Oh, you two, you. I think it's just 2 people. You both are very gracious. Thank you so much." You should start scarfing it down. Rah, rah.
That's fair. I'd do that if I was starving too.
Yeah, me too.
So, I mean, while you're enjoying yourself, do you know? Have you heard anything about the streets and this crazy fella that's been robbing people?
She's like chewing while she's listening. Maybe.
Maybe.
That's code for if you can make it worth my while.
How
Go
about
ahead. Oh yeah, what's up?
2 silver pieces?
That's silver, by the way, since you're blind.
How about 50 silver pieces?
Okay.
I was gonna try to talk her down, but since you already threw whatever.
Sure, yeah.
It's poor and blind.
You give this old blind woman silver 50 pieces.
Yeah.
She's just like,
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
oh, okay. I assume that you're looking. You're probably talking about that thief that has been rampaging this entire area.
Yeah, we are. Do you know anything about him? Where he is?
I don't know him per se, but I believe the masculine-voiced person that confronted me and also paid me 50 silvers to keep an eye out for city guards, shirtas, and armed mercenaries, such as yourself. And she just looks at you directly, Tab. But she does have like glazed white eyes and stuff like that. But she looks like in your face this time. And she says, I was instructed to sit here and cover the manhole and not let anyone remove me from my spot. But since you've been so very kind and you've paid me quite handsomely, how can I deny you? I don't owe this maybe Jakao anything. So she sort of like steps like she slides sideways and pulls her rug over and reveals a manhole. I believe his hideout is not too far deep into this manhole.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm gonna give you a gold piece for this.
She like she takes it, but she's like, I have to give you something. She gives you like 10 silver pieces back in return.
Okay, not needed, but thank you.
Okay.
This is awesome. This is way easier than talking to those other guys.
Yeah, just help the people out, and you get rewarded for it.
It's absolutely. You're rewarding them for helping you. Like, to be fair, we definitely got a little bit out of this, and we're gonna be into red, but that's fine. Right now,
okay.
it's all about spheres of influence,
Yes,
There you go.
that's
That's
and
what
I'm
we
gonna
call it.
have a dojo.
okay.
All right. So there is now an exposed manhole cover in front of y'all. What would you like to do?
So we've decided that we're just gonna catch this guy ourselves, right?
We haven't found anyone else, and it is in the middle of the day, kind of. So he might be asleep.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Can you
Yes?
make sure that this doesn't open until we give you the password? What's a good password?
Bubbles.
Buffles.
Waffles. I have no idea what that means, but yes, I've eaten quite a lot today, so I can just sit here and not move for the rest of the day.
Perfect. So we're gonna go down there and just let's try to find it. And
Yeah.
also maybe try to figure out how it connects to the other side. I assume it's probably somewhere between the two.
Probably, yeah. It's a sewer, so it can be all over the city.
That's true. But
We have to hope it's not, because that's kind of big.
That's true. So we're gonna go not guns blazing. If he runs, I'm gonna punch him in the face. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna knock him out. We're gonna take him back alive.
Yeah, that's probably best. Aim for his legs.
I'm gonna tell him to take me to himself.
Give it to you later. I am the leader. Well, take me to him in your mind.
We're gonna do a mind meld now. Are you ready for this?
Okay, sounds good.
Spelunking away.
Splunking away. So you make your way down the manhole, and the old lady up, the old blind beggar up top, closes it and says, "You have fun now. Watch out for the rats."
Absolutely.
Closes it.
Rats, whatever.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
not rats.
And closes it. Boom. And then immediately as you're like climbing down, the whole place reeks of hot, warm, like urine and feces and other disgusting smells and flavors, because you can actually taste it. It's that saturated down here. Also, it's also even hotter down here because liquid
Oh.
and heat's not good.
I'm definitely showering tonight.
Yeah, it's just not pleasant. And after about maybe less than a minute or two of climbing down these rusty steel, this rusty iron ladder, you make your way down. You plop into a giant sort of like cauldron chamber of piss water and God knows what else.
This
Oh, God.
reminds me of my childhood.
In front of you is this sort of running sewer stream leading into this, what probably is some sort of like holding tank. There's a grate at the bottom, so it does funnel deeper into God knows where else. But up top, probably about 5 feet in front of you, leads to an exposed sewer tunnel.
So I think we should. We're probably. I don't know. She said it's not far from here. Probably. I don't think she's actually blind. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Yeah, but you have to have a gimmick when you're begging
That's
to
fair.
really make the emotions flow.
It's a good thing we don't care. We just wanted information.
Yes.
All right, so we should try to be quiet, but I'm not gonna like slow roll this. Let's just look.
So I did put it up on Roll20 for the map to help navigate through the sewer system. Like I said, it is relatively quiet. You do hear the sort of moving sewer water that probably now like courses through this entire area. You do hear distant echoes of like rats and other gurgling noises that doesn't sound like rats, but sounds like something else. But it's quite distant, and it's probably just because of the echoing within these tight tunnels. But here you are, on this side of the map, and like I said, in front of you is a like 5 foot like drop, so you have to like climb, and you're gonna have to sort of, yeah, you're gonna have to swim in this for a little bit.
God.
I mean, the sewer water right below you in this little cauldron room or this little like half circle room, it's already up to your ankles in like piss water and other disgusting water. So I mean, you're already dirty already at this point.
I'm gonna have to buy new clothes after this. These are never gonna get clean.
The smell will be forever ingrained in like imprinted into your mind. It's gonna be a long time. As a person who's worked in sewer and septics before, I'll in years, but I still can't get the smell out of my nose sometimes.
Oh God.
No.
That's nasty.
Found some crazy stuff back in those days. You'd be surprised what's in the sewers or in just a normal septic tank in a home.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They smell bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we're down here and we have acclimated a little bit, I still hate it, but still, let's.
Tab did not acclimate to this one bit.
Still just gagging all the time.
Yeah.
I've been in worse. Actually, that's probably not true. I think this is pretty gross, but I mean, let's be honest, we don't really have a choice. So let's shovel through. Gross. I don't have a shovel.
Oh, God. I'm gonna try to keep my hands above my head at all times.
I don't care. I'm just gonna walk.
So like I said, up front, you do have to climb 5 feet up onto the main sewer. Yeah.
Yeah. So these on the upper and lower part, I guess right here and right here.
Those are like the curved tunnel walls.
Okay, so we can walk along the walls.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I want to walk up here to see what's further down both of them.
Sure. Real quick, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As you're walking on the sides, there are a bunch of like these sort of weird green fungi that sort of have been growing out from like the crevices of the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And as you step on one, you feel a sharp pain through your foot, or at least you're about to. What'd you roll for your dexterity saving throw?
1.
2.
A 2. As you step, you and Tav both hear, and Sterling as well. Sterling's obviously silent in the background. A crunch as you step on a small miniature sort of man trap or bear trap, and it's sort of
God.
on your foot, and it just was well hidden underneath this disgusting weird fungi that's been growing out from the sewer walls. Unfortunately, you do take
Ouch.
2 points of piercing damage, and you are currently restrained. You're gonna have to you have to make a strength check to break your now very maimed ankle from there.
Okay, you son of a bitch. 23.
23. Yeah, you break it. You break it. You throw it at the opposite wall in frustration. But your ankle is pretty badly maimed. And
Oh, that's fuck! I'm gonna pull out some of the healing balm and just rub it on there. You stupid.
The worst part is that because the water is still by, like, oh, you're on the wall, so you're good. Okay. I was gonna say the water gets into your wounds. Oh God.
Oh God.
Hey, I managed to heal both of them with one roll.
Nice.
Right.
As you make your way to that sort of corner right there, I'll go ahead and reveal more of the map.
All right.
As you can see up to the north, it seems that there was a cave-in of the sewers. You do hear actually a lot of running water, so there's a lot of water rushing through that that sort of crossroads right there.
Mhm.
But it definitely seems like the above or wherever that is sort of collapsed on it. But there's no water pouring down onto the tunnel. It's just that maybe it's already ran dry. But it definitely seems like that area is impassable. But to the south, it is dark out, and thankfully both of you have dark vision, so you can see down in this area. And I'll go ahead and reveal the map in a minute. You can hear now the louder, sort of like scrapings and sort of squeakings of rats, like a good many of them. And as you look down this southern portion, I'll go ahead and reveal the map. How far is your range? 60 feet, right, Ox?
Yeah.
Yes, I have 60 feet.
Both of you have 60 feet? Okay.
60 feet.
So I need to see how much. So you probably can see actually the entire tunnel going down. And we'll go to take a break in a minute. I just want to reveal this part of
Sure.
the area real quick. If it will let me.
Never.
Never. Good old sewer maps. Here you go. And as you can see, there is a large swarm of rats or just sort of congregating. They look like they'd be eating like some of that large fungi plant sticking out from the sewer pipes. And you see like at least like 30 heads, eyes glowing in the darkness, looking back at you, Ox.
Oh.
I should have taken animal handling.
Don't you have to speak with animals?
Oh shit! Yes, I do.
So before we roll initiative, because we're gonna go in initiative order, it's gonna go into a little dungeon crawl, a little mini dungeon crawl. So we'll be taking initiative, so we can conduct actions a lot easier.
Right on.
We'll go ahead and take a quick 10-minute, 15-minute break.
Sure.
And then we'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty.
Okay. All right, so we are returning. The trio, you are all in the sewers, one segment of the massive sewers that comb the belly of the vast city of Macerna. Ox and Tav, you have now just seen down the ways down south on the map. There is a relatively large, medium-sized swarm of rats. We will go ahead and roll for initiative, just to get into initiative order.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
10.
10 for 10. Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Where's my initiative? There we go. 6.
And I'll go ahead and roll for Sterling as well. Sterling with the big old. Nice. 22. Nice. All right. Sterling technically going first. But before we actually do anything, we're not really in combat. I just want to get into initiative order so when we do things. Was there something that you two want to do before you start, before we start going to initiative order, or?
Yep. I want to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay. So, Speak with Animals. So you're gonna go. Okay. All right. What does the spell look like when you cast Speak with Animals?
So it doesn't require any components, so I don't need to do anything. I'll just
yeah, it just requires verbal and somatic. It's all it requires.
Yep. So I'll just be like, and then he said to everyone, "Animals, listen and hear my voice."
And as that echoes for a moment, it begins to turn to listen to my voice, squeak, 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 squeak. At least for the small little swarm or medium-sized swarm of rats. All the rats are looking in your direction, are ready, and so they do all. You see, like maybe a couple perch their heads up even more, and they just sort of squeak.
So we don't want any trouble. In fact, we're willing to give you food if you can help us out.
You hear the distant voices of the rats in your head. Food. I'm okay with food. Food sounds great. Food for what? Food for things. Things for food. Food. I love food.
Have you seen another man creature wandering these tunnels?
You hear a response. Creatures, man. What's a creature? Man creature? Big rats. We see big rats, bigger forms of us. Men and humans, creatures with 2 legs, walk on 2 legs. It doesn't make any sense to me. Farther away on the other side, past our brethren.
So, how about this? Are you on good terms with your brethren?
You don't understand what they reply, but with your wisdom, you can only imagine that they're probably laughing. Or you get the feeling that probably not. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. 14.
Okay. I need to look up former rat. Give me a second. Tools. Should give me. Rats. All right. So okay, -4 intelligence, which is great. Okay. Let's see. What did you ask him? Sorry.
I asked them if they could take us to them, and do they get along with their brethren? Which I understand they were laughing about that, but I was trying to persuade them to take us to where the 2-legged man weirdo is.
Sure. Yeah. The swarm. The swarm of rats sort of scurry a little bit like closer to you all, and it's like, yeah. What do you have to offer? Food. You said food.
So I obviously still have some of my street food that I've been munching on. I toss that down
Sure,
as a starter gourmet meal for them.
Okay. So they devour that within a matter of seconds. And after they finish devouring, they look all in your general direction. Okay, well, follow us. Don't we don't know. Will they attack? Probably attack, but we will lead you. And they just start scurrying down the hall or the pipe.
Okay, I'm gonna try to follow them as quickly as possible because I got 10 minutes of this.
Sure.
Obviously, trying to maintain footing. But I'm gonna follow them as quickly as I possibly can, without endangering myself and falling in shit.
Right. Okay. I'll go ahead and reveal more of the map. As the rat swarm turns the corner here, You can
Mhm.
see that there is another little like semi half circle or half circle chamber where more crap water is stored. Obviously, down here is another little push apart. But you see the rat swarm starts just making a mad dash over here, and you can see that they split into two and go on either sides of this tunnel. What's your passive? No, I'm going to use your wisdom. You can probably understand that there's probably a trap there. As they
Okay.
bisected their swarm and then reconvene together, and then they all just start like jumping down this waterfall of sludge water.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna jump down a waterfall of sludge water.
Oh God, no.
Let's do it. I'm gonna avoid that spot where they were, avoiding.
Sure, I'll actually go ahead and reveal that. Yeah, there is a man trap there, some sort of bear trap.
Ooh.
In that
I remember you, you son of a bitch.
Sterling has his daggers out. Sterling's like, oh, okay. So yeah, when you get down to this area, the tunnel exits into this open, just disgusting slime covered chamber of stone. You can see that there's debris everywhere, overgrown, other disgusting sewer plants of some sorts. And below is this large grate where all the sewage water is being funneling down into.
Mhm.
So you can definitely like jump onto it and not fall down, hopefully. But as you peer into the chamber, I'll go ahead and reveal the chamber. You do see that the swarm took a left, and there's a hallway over here. But as you get to that edge, you hear even more of these swarms of rats in the general area.
Mhm.
So go ahead and reveal more of the map. There's about like two other swarms in the room, and they're eating on the disgusting fungi and anything that's edible. The rat swarm that you remember sawing, they're just like, sorry, they're not friendly, not at least to you. And they just go and dart into this hallway. Hurry!
So I run past, and as I run past, I should be like, "Don't worry, we're gonna bring you food here soon."
I need actually before you jump down, I need both of you to make athletics checks for me.
Sure.
Oh, okay. A 4. Oh God.
21.
Okay. And I gotta make one for Sterling. Oh God, he's no strength boys in this group. Okay. Oh no, he has a +4 strength. But I need athletics. And he doesn't have athletics, so +2. Sterling, I'm fucking rolling great for Sterling right now. 19. All right. So who rolled the 4? Tav, was that you?
Yeah.
Tav, you don't go through the grate, but you land, almost face first, get some crap water on you, and you sort of slide over into this area in base contact with this rat swarm. And this rat swarm just looks at you. In the distance, the swarm in front of you, and I'll expose more of the map for you, Ox, but they're just like, oh, yeah, they don't like that. They don't like being scared.
Please leave her alone.
I just say squeak, squeak, squeak.
I'm
man.
communicating.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second.
Sure.
So up ahead, the rat swarm's like, oh, and they just continue to hurl that way. And the ruckus from Tav falling on the grate has stirred up this rat swarm. But as you peer around this corner, Ox, you see a basically 4-foot tall dire rat who sort of just like stands on both its hind legs, red eyes glaring at you. And this rat swarm just like, yeah, nope, that one we don't like, and he doesn't like us.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to distract all of them by throwing down some rations on the ground. Here's some food, enjoy.
How much of your rations do you throw down?
I'm gonna throw down enough to catch all of their attention, so maybe they'll leave Tav alone, and then obviously leave anybody else coming through alone. Screw it, I've got money. I'm gonna throw down all my rations.
How many rations?
Actually, let me see. I'll throw down half of them just to be on the safe side because I don't know what the hell's up ahead. So rations, because I remember I bought a whole bunch and then forgot that I had some. So I have 13. I have 13 rations. So I'm gonna throw down 5 in this central area before I run through. Yep.
Okay, cool. The rat swarm immediately just pounces on it, and the giant rat just sort of like scurries forward and like eats a couple of them and like tosses them aside. He takes the rest for himself. And he scurries back over here, and there's like nothing left. This rest one's gonna move over to Tav.
Run!
All right, so we'll go ahead into initiative order real quick. So Sterling is gonna go ahead and Sterling's gonna go over here. He's gonna stab the swarm. To help Tav, you are currently prone, so you're gonna have to spend half your movement to get up.
Oh god!
From falling down. So before we get to that, I'll go ahead and make an attack action with the dagger on the rat swarm. Damn, dude, freaking A.
Oh my god!
Wrecking. All right, so that definitely freaking hits. As they are rather large, like dirks. They're not short swords. They're not daggers. The daggers that you guys found at Mortal Cave are like dirks, like almost the size of short swords. He just one swipe, this big looming warforged just slices like 3 of these rats in half. And I need to roll damage. That's going to be 1d4 plus 3. Nice. So that's 5 points of damage. And just a bunch of rats like, ah! And you can hear it out like, oh my god!
I said leave him alone!
Let's see. So they are bloody. Okay. With that, we'll go to the enemy, of course. Already forgot initiative order. Okay, so this rat one's gonna attack back at Sterling. And I'll just go ahead and roll for Sterling because I'm here. So I'm just gonna roll a d20. And I guess I get a +4. So 12. 12 on Sterling is not gonna hit. And then this one's gonna attack Tab, and since she is on the ground, they do gain advantage.
Oh no!
Oh no! Not like this.
Not like this.
And then plus so that's gonna be 12 plus 4 is 16 to hit.
Yeah.
On you, Tav. And it's only gonna be. I see that it's nothing. It's gonna be 2d4 damage. So that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh god!
Points of piercing damage as they just begin to climb and ransack over you while you're laying down, Tav. They just start picking and nicking at your sides and at your hands, biting into you. This rat swarm is actually too busy. Actually, this dire rat is eating, so he is preoccupied. This rat swarm, you did offer food. They're actually going to go ahead and attack the dire rat. Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll another d20.
Yep.
That will definitely hit. And now there's an epic battle between a dire rat that's almost the size of a human and some more rats. 5 points of damage. Hilarious. Okay, and then the rat's gonna attack back. Okay, so like they're like climbing on this almost human, probably dwarf-sized rat, and just nicking at it. Go ahead and roll here. That's not gonna hit. No, that will hit. These are just rats. Okay. Bing, bam, boom. All right. This rat swarm over here is like, watch out for other weird objects in middle of chamber, and they just bisect again and run in the darkness. I'll go ahead and reveal more of the map over here. So you do have 60 feet of sight, and then it will be Tav's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stand up, so that's half my movement. And then I'm gonna stab this one that Sterling already stabbed.
Sure.
And let's see, yep, here. That's 16. So that
16 will definitely hit.
that's 8 damage.
8 points of damage. Okay, sounds good. I believe this is now bloodied. So you take your rapier, you just like poke at like 6 rats like simultaneously. like making a kebab of rats and just throw them aside. They are definitely bloodied at this point. All right.
Yeah. Do I want to move? Yeah, I'm gonna move 5,
Sure.
10, 15 there.
I will go ahead and make an attack of opportunity from that one rat swarm. As some of them launch themselves at you, they do miss.
Yeah,
They pile on each other. Just Okay.
perfect. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Ox, it is your turn.
So just throw down some food and run. And then I'm gonna do the dash action. So I'm going to go this way. I'm avoiding I'm looking for the trap so I don't step on it.
Sure, that's fine.
And then I guess I'm caught up to them. I've still got movement left, but I can't really do anything yet. So I'm not gonna run out in front of them.
I can expose the rest of this chamber over here for you. I need to look up 60 feet. You can actually get most of the chamber. Okay. Right. Then we'll go to top the order Sterling once I finish here. Okay. You can see before you, in basically just all gray, there's this rickety wooden bridge and this sort of central chamber of the sewers. More rat swarms. There's a dire rat sitting there. It looks like to be eating a bunch of its own rats, like another grouping of rats nearby. And so it's Sterling's turn. Sterling's gonna continue to hold the rear here and continue to swipe at this before he moves on. Doesn't want to take. You know what? He can take it. He'll go ahead and take he'll do the disengage action and he'll move this way. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll go ahead and make the attacks on him. That'll be his turn. So we'll go to the enemies in a minute. See if I roll a hit on him. Of course. It does happen. So that's gonna hit him for minimum. Nice. So that is just 2 points of piercing damage. Cool. Okay. Sorry, Sterling. It had to be done. Okay. So enemy's turn. Obviously, the swarm right here is going to go ahead onto Tav. And we'll go ahead and at least it's only one swarm instead of both swarms. So they miss completely.
Nice.
As Tav, you just sort of swipe with your rapier, like get away from me! Get the fuck away from me! Just swipe.
Be gone from me.
Try not to get hit by your rapier. This swarm is just going to go over here. These are continue to fight each other. This one's actually going to almost kill this entire swarm off. But then down here, Ox and Sterling, you can see actually. I forgot to reveal that part of the area. There's another dire rat that just turned the corner over here. Why are you not moving? Here you go. Boom. Just turned the corner over here and he looks over and he's just like, food? He goes right, not in front of you, but he scurries over. Food? And then this rat's like, yeah, he's got a bunch. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're gonna actually sprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, hey, this guy's got food. And everyone's like, oh, really? And then this swarm's be like, I want food, and they move over here. This one's gonna move this way. Another dire rat appears over here. Is like, I want food, and then everyone over here is like, someone say free food.
Oh my god.
And then down here, Ox, you can actually see it's a bigger tunnel down right, but below you, that leads into this really big, massive crap tunnel. But obviously, you have this big grate in the way, so you're fine. The water is just sort of spilling down into it, or above you. Sorry, this is above you. But anyways, that will be it for the enemy's turn because he moved. He's waiting for your response. So
Yep.
We'll go to Tab. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I have 1 ration left. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna throw it over here.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe distract these two that's after me.
Sure. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me. Roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
Because these rats are aggressive, so you have to sort of harry.
6.
So you have to sort of harry them away while throwing it. And unfortunately, as you're harrying them with your rapier, your hand hits the wall, and that one ration falls into this grate right here.
Oh,
Oof.
oof.
But the rats are just like, we can jump down there. Okay. So I'll go ahead and that was your action. You can move still if you want to take the attack of opportunity. Actually, no, you won't be taking opportunity because they're gonna be too busy thinking about should we go after the food that fell into that grate.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Let's see.
They will go ahead
Change
and
that.
not take an attack of opportunity on you.
There.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
I'm gonna use healing bomb too.
Okay, sounds good. Your bonus action. And then with that, Ox, go ahead.
One.
All right. So I am going to throw down 2 rations to this dire rat right here.
Sure, yeah.
Let me go ahead and go to my equipment.
By the way, I'm loving that you guys are just doing this. It's hilarious. This is awesome. Some great thinking. It's a good spending of resources. You guys have the money to buy more, but I love it.
All right, rations 2 there, and then I'm going to go up here.
Sure.
And since I'm not within attack of opportunity range, I'm going to go,
I'll mark the rat swarm with a blue dot to
Okay.
tell you which one's the one that you had
Yes.
the initial dealings with.
Okay, I'm going to move here, and I'm going to just throw rations out in all directions.
How many rations?
I've got 6 left, so I'm going to throw all but 2. So that's 4 rations thrown to the one behind me, 1 to the one behind me, 1 to this one, and then I toss 1 over here and 1 over here, and I say, there's more where that came from if you help us, since I still have this spell going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'm really glad that I took persuasion.
I would hope so, since you went down bar.
14.
14, not bad. All right. The swarms obviously are overjoyed at the charity. The 2 dire rats look at their 1 morsel rations and they're just like, we're pretty big boys.
I mean, fair.
They start eating it when it's their turn. But you can definitely tell that they would probably want more, and they're probably not going to listen completely. Did you toss one over here too, by the way? The one up north?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and use another ration just to throw 1 up there too.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. And then this one also has the same dealings where it's like he pushes some of the rats on this rat swarm that's leading you, and they're like, "It's mine." I'm like, yeah, that's cool. He says he has more. So they're all currently preoccupied right now. So is that anything else that you want to do, Ox?
I make a mental note that I'm going to need more rations. I am. I'm gonna. Well, since I've only used part of my movement action.
Sure.
And then I toss that stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here, which is in there. And then I'm going to toss another ration to this one. So I'm out of rations. And then I say, that's what I got for now, but definitely for the next 3 days, I will have food vendors throw food into the sewers for you.
All right. Yeah, they believe it. So for now. But they probably won't remember regardless because they have an intelligence of 4. Okay. So with that, I did move Sterling. Sterling moved past you, Tab. And he doesn't have his rifle. He still has a dagger out just in case. But I did use his dash movement to get up there. So we're gonna go ahead to enemies. Like I said, these swarms and these swarms are definitely too busy. They're preoccupied. So I'll go put a marker real quick. I'll put a they're whistling while they're eating. How about that? But these dire rats, they're not. They've already scarfed down that 1 day's ration, and they look towards you and they're like, more rations, more now. And this one here as well. Oh, you gave him 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's okay right now. So I will say he's whistling while eating as well. So he's also whistling. He's like, this will do for now. And then this rat's like, all right, we're almost there.
Thank God.
And he's gonna stop. They're gonna stop here. They're like, okay, if you go down here, you find many people. But now we want food.
Hmm.
You promised
I-
food.
I already gave you food.
We are a swarm.
I mean, fair. So I'm going to have to be persuasive to say,
Sure.
As soon as this is handled, I will personally bring you a smorgasbord.
You can go ahead and I will allow you to make the test right now. So go ahead and make a persuasion, but it will be a disadvantage, unfortunately.
Because I don't have any food on me right now and they're not distracted. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Because though they are dumb, they also know that there's a lot of food out here, and they don't have any food in front of them.
Well, so disadvantage. So the lowest I'm going to get is a 9. Well, hopefully the lowest I get is a 9.
Remember, you do have inspiration,
Ah, yes.
so you can re-roll one of those.
Okay, I'm going to re-roll the first one. All right. And I got the same thing. All right, so 9.
So 9. Yep, the spore rats are like, oh, we wanted food. We worked for food.
I got water right now.
We live in water, dirty water.
I got clean water.
It makes no difference.
No, trust me, it does.
It does. Make a persuasion. No, it's okay. However, though, Sterling can see, and you eventually do see. Actually, Sterling does not see this, but another swarm actually appears from over here, underneath all the shrubbery, and they're just like, "Why didn't we get food?"
I'm gonna blame it on the rat behind us.
All right, so let's see. They're gonna go ahead and move towards Sterling. Does this one have food? Okay.
Might have to try a different persuasion check.
Sterling just looks down at them with a dagger. Okay. That's gonna be it for at least the enemies here. So go ahead, Tab. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see how far I can go. Then I'm gonna dash. Go 60 feet there. Oh, fuck. And go there. And use another healing ball.
Sure.
Because it's probably going to be shit. 1, 2. I mean, I think.
Okay.
No, 1.
And 1. All right. With that, we'll go ahead to Ox's turn. Go ahead.
So, I don't have food, but I figure I've got 2 options here. All right, so I do have 2 options. I'm going to use this as my backup. I'm not going to do anything with it right now, but I am going to say, I bet I know where there's a ton of food, and I'm going to go up this way. And I got to figure out what I can see from both those directions just before I decide to go any further.
I got you. So as you peer down this way, you do see that there is another iron stepladder that leads up to a raised area. And you can sort of tell that there is a light, like actual light, from probably maybe like possibly a torch on that raised area.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and expose a little bit more. There you go. Oh, and I'll actually expose this area over here as well. Sorry.
Okay. So is that the only one with a light coming from it? The other side's just dark.
Yeah, the other side's still dark, but this one you can definitely see that there's actually immediate light coming from above on that platform.
Okay.
Or raised area over the ladder.
So because this rat has helped me and I can still talk to them, and I'm going to regret this if something goes terribly awry, but I'm just going to look at them and say, climb on, we're going to food.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Okay. This is either the greatest action or the single dumbest thing I've ever done.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
14.
Not bad. I will actually roll an insight for them, even though they do have just one second. So they all look at each other and they're just like, okay, well, if there's no food, we eat you. So when it's their turn, they will hop on your back.
So I was
bruise
gonna double my move and then go up there. So I guess
you can pick them up then.
Yeah, I'll pick them up and then gonna head over here.
Sure, go ahead. All right. I'll actually have to make like a handling check on them to hold on to you. And half of them fall down, which means the whole swarm sort of falls down below. And they're just like, ah! And they actually do take damage.
Oh god.
So a couple rats died, like, your sacrifice will not be in vain. At least that's what the leader is saying. And then underneath his breath, he's like, more for me, dumbasses. Nice.
Should have held on tighter.
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as you climb up, you do see immediately two cloaked figures staring back at you with short swords drawn.
Perfect. I found him.
Okay. All right, so
What?
What's going on? So that could be it for them. So Sterling's gonna be like, I have no food. Nice. Sterling will once again disengage and run up this way with a dagger out. And that'll be it for Sterling. And then enemies. The swarm is very upset. And they're going to go ahead and chase down Sterling. 6. And unfortunate for you, all the rats in this area have finished their meals.
Shit.
Oh
And
god.
they all look to you, squeaking. In the distance, you hear Ox, does this one have food? You must have food, right? So they all start moving towards you, Tav.
Oh no.
Shit.
Hello, cute rats.
Food? You have food, right? And they just surround you.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna have to save you again.
I got this.
All
I
right.
can beat this. Probably.
You hear the Lloyd in the back of your head, Tav. Oh fuck.
Lloyd, if you have anything, please use it.
You haven't leveled up yet. Okay, they're just gonna move this way. All right, so they're not gonna attack you yet, but they do have you surrounded, Tav. This one actually is going to attack the swarm to attack Sterling because it thought Sterling has food and it ran away from it, so it's very upset. I'm just gonna roll my d20 here. That is not roll my d20 there. That's gonna hit for 2 points of damage on Sterling once again. And then over here, these two individuals, you can see that they are ox. They are cloaked. They have these like sort of dark green cloaks. They have a face covering, but you can definitely tell that one is a half orc and another is a regular human, at least maybe half elf, but you definitely see more human features. And they both have their short swords out, and you see that they begin to draw out daggers, so now they're dual wielding, and they're like, "Shit, go tell Jakal, we have company." And this one is gonna just sprint down this hallway, and this one's gonna just go ahead and charge you.
They're not gonna like what I do next.
And that's going to go ahead and is your AC 15?
It's 14, so they hit.
They do hit, and I'll just do the short sword for 4 points of slashing damage. As he takes one swipe, and you're on the edge, so you don't have much room to dodge, but you do slap part of his or her hand away, but it does still cut into your abdomen a little bit. All right, and that's it for the enemy. So Tav, is your turn.
Okay, I have a plan. I don't know if it works, but I can't move right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use.
They are small. The swarm is small, so you can technically move through them. You just will take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's good. Then I'm gonna.
You also take attack of opportunities from everyone else, regardless. But you can move through the swarm. You're just gonna take attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna then use Armor of Agathis.
There you go. Nice.
Attack slot.
What does your Armor of Agathis look like as you cast it?
It's almost like small whispery fire around me.
5 tap hit points. Awesome.
And then I have to
attack while you have this hit points. You should take 5 cold, but I'll go ahead and say fire damage just for aesthetic's sake.
Yeah. I can only move through the swarm, right?
Correct.
So
yeah.
That's I need ruler. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Can just move there then. So I'm gonna move there. Let's see what happens.
Awesome. So I'll go ahead and just say 2 of them are gonna have attacks. Obviously, the swarm is included. So the swarm's gonna go ahead and make its attacks. It will gain advantage because you're going right through him or it. So roll 2 d20s. That's gonna have 4. 60 plus 4 is 30, 20. For 5 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that's my.
And then the big dire rats is going to miss.
Nice.
As his bigger, larger buck teeth just almost slices through your forearm as you run past it. All right.
Yeah, and it takes 5.
And they both take 5 points of fire damage. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, as they attack, like the little like fire droplets just sort of like peck at them and burn them and singe them as they try to lay a finger on you.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right, so with that we go to Ox.
So I did look at the spell.
Mhm.
Speak with animals does not require concentration.
No, it just lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep. So
Yeah, you're good.
I am going to bonus action rage.
Of course, yeah.
And as my speech action, I'm going to be like, "These guys are stealing your food!" I scream that as loud as I possibly can.
Sure, go ahead and make another persuasion check.
Skills. Persuasion. Oh, fuck. All right.
They're more scared than persuaded because you are like it's like an anime where you turn to your friend, you have this sinister devilish look on you, and you're yelling good good sounding, hopeful things, but to them in their perception, it doesn't matter because your overall demeanor is scaring the living shit out of them.
Then I just turn around and I'm like, "You took your food!" And I smash the guy with my.
Yeah.
We don't need this guy alive. So
Yeah, the swarm of rats, you can have like, who is he talking about, and why is he so scary?
Great axe to hit that guy. Guess not.
As you turn around, the rogue sort of already anticipated your attack and has already ducked. And as you bring your great axe around, you hit the wall. You're just like,
I'm so mad.
Right? Is there anything else, Ox, that you want or that you can do?
Nope, because I've already used my bonus action.
Sounds good. We go back to Sterling. Sterling is like, guys, do we attack these things? He's gonna go ahead and he sees the dire rat more imposing, so he's actually gonna go ahead. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and attack the dire rat with his dagger. Because he needs to get out of this position so he can take out his rifle. Because it feels like everything's hit the fan. He hears Ox yelling and the clang of metal. Armor of Agathis is on tab.
I'm burning.
Burning. A raging inferno. Oh, 18. So that's going to definitely hit for. Nice for 6 points of damage.
Nice.
As he just barrels the dagger straight into the belly, the sternum of this dire rat. The dire rat just squeals in pain, and now it just looks angry. He says, well, Ox probably wouldn't hear it, but if Ox was nearby, he'd be like, "Oh, now you're the food." Okay, so actually that did a lot. So he's actually already bloodied at this point. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not bloodied, not yet.
He's made out of metal. That's not going to work.
He doesn't know that yet. Let him think. Let him believe it for now. All right, so Sterling, that's their action. He's gonna. I might save because he is down 4 HP or down. He's not down to 4 HP. He's at 14 out of 18. He'll save his second wind. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just no, I'm gonna save the action surge for when I use the rifle. That makes a lot more sense. All right, so enemy's turn. The dire rat's obviously not gonna take that. He's gonna attack back against Sterling. Bingo, bingo, bongo. That's a miss. And then the swarms and attack Sterling as well. The man, the myth, the legend misses as well. And then all of these people are gonna obviously swarm Tav.
Oh god.
But well, we'll see. So the first one on Tav. That's gonna hit. And that is actually a D6. Sorry, it's still 2D4. I'm sorry. It's just that he himself is doing that much damage with his fangs. Oh god. God, I'm sorry. That is 6 points of piercing damage on Tav. Oh no.
God.
Swarm over here. Ooh, do they have pad tactics? They have back tactics. That's not good. So it's advantage on this one. 7, 8. Actually, is not going to hit you anyways. So this one right here. Good thing we only have one attack though. Oh, that's gonna hit. So that second pack's rat pack, swarm rats, whatever, same thing. They're going to dig deep into your ankles and into your kneecaps for another 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my gosh. And this one is just going to go ahead and bite down on you because it wants. Actually, no. You have food on you, right, Tav?
I think I threw it all away.
Oh, shit. What else do you have on you?
What do I have?
I'm going to start going through all your things. It takes a bunch of your healing bombs. That's what it's going to do.
Yeah,
It's going to start eating. It's going to start. I'm going to roll a d6. That's how many healing bombs it's going to eat. It eats 4 of your healing bombs. It does not like that, and it scurries away because it's like, ew. I'm going to put a confusion icon on it because it is very confused. Why it tastes like that and why is it healing him? He's mad. He's crazy. All right. That's no bueno. So Tav is currently dying. Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Tav, it is your turn. Oh, sorry. I need to make an attack with the thief up here. Oh, I have already PD bound rolled up. So thief on Ox. 18 plus 4. That is going to hit.
That's good. I needed them to hit so that I can keep my
So
rage.
keep rage on. Yeah, I know. That's the best part. And that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage or piercing damage. Sorry.
So 3 damage.
Okie dokie. And then with that, we'll go ahead and this rat's actually going to try to climb up over here. I'm going to make a climb check. Falls down again.
Oh my god.
We're going to go ahead and take 4 more points of bludgeoning. This one's almost gone, dude. It's just like one rat left, dude.
It's the leader.
The leader, dude. He's like, well, more for me. Suckers. This is all part of my plan. All right. And that's going to go to Taff. It is your turn. I would like you to make a death saving throw, please.
Yay.
Yay.
Success.
Nice. You still cling on to life as Lloyd is yelling, please don't die. Come on. Don't do this.
Don't do this to me.
You can't do this to me. You promised. You promised me.
Oh god.
Just kidding. It's not as sinister as that.
You promised me.
All right. Ox, it is your turn.
Oh, shit! You okay, little buddy? I yell to the rat.
Rat's just like, food?
Him! And I'm going to attack this guy.
Sure.
Actually, I'm going to use a bonus action. Now that I can. Where's my skills? Nope, that's not it. That's not the one. I need actions. 60 feet. Is Sterling within 60 feet of me?
Let's find out. Yes.
Yes. Sterling has been inspired because I can rage and do this because it doesn't require concentration. I
Yeah,
should be
which
like,
is so funny.
save everyone!
Sterling
And
is very confused, but also inspired. To do
Yes.
whatever that means.
So I have inspired Sterling,
Sure.
and then I'm going to turn around and take a whackety whack at this guy and hope for the
Whackety whack.
best.
Don't come back.
Jesus!
Oh.
Maybe you need to refresh D&D Beyond.
I think I'm going to. This is
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right. Yeah, wait till you get level 3 so you can get that reckless in. So, all right. So yeah, once again, the thief just knows it's easily. Maybe it's not to your fairness, but you are pretty easy to read when it comes to your strikes. So it once again ducks the same level, exact same moment as you bring the axe out from the wall and swipe in the same general direction and same level, and it misses. And this time it gets stuck on the opposite side of the wall.
Ah!
Damn. Okay. Was there anything else that you can do, Ox?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Sterling. Sterling is gonna go ahead. He's gonna go ahead and take. He's gonna go ahead and take the. He's gonna take the attack of opportunity from both of these. He's gonna take out his rifle. And he's got to. Got to do it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna. Oh shit. Anything within 5 feet. Oh, fucking A-Tav.
It's fine. I can take it.
You're just gonna take a death save, so I guess that works. All right, the rest of it all have to take. So he's gonna go ahead and disengage. I'm gonna do the attacks on him first. So the dire rat is going to lunge at him, yelling out, "Where's my food?" And he's going to. He crits him. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man. So go ahead and roll that. 12 points.
Oh god.
He's at 2 HP left.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god.
Okay, and then the other one, fuck, dude. He hits him. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Shit.
Shh.
For 5 points of damage. And Sterling is down.
Oh god.
I should have probably used. I should have used fucking. Should have used freaking. All right. Well, that was a risk. I took it. So.
Don't worry.
Didn't
I
think
think
you
I
could
have a
crit.
plan.
I didn't think I get a crit. Yeah, for sure. I hope so. All right. Enemy's turn. They are going to just go. Sterling does have a ration on, so this Datarat's going to take that one ration off Sterling. He's just eating it, and they're all going to swarm the rat that has that. No, just clog up that area. This one actually go back into Tav's stuff and take more of the healing ball because he's like, you know what? It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Normally
Can
I
he-
eat grass.
Normally you crap, but this is fine. I'll
Can
take a D20.
accidentally spill some on my wounds.
Thanks, one. You know what? I'll go ahead and roll a D20. Maybe no, it doesn't work that way. It has to be like applied, not
Oh.
just rubbed on a on a rat, and then the rat rubs off on you. So it's one more balm that the rat takes and starts eating it. All right. Tab, go ahead and make another death saving throw.
Oh, almost a natural 20.
Ooh,
But still,
that
that's a
would've been
6.
awesome. Nice. So you're good. So 2 successes, no failures. And
Yeah.
then we go to Ox. Ox, it is your turn.
Yeah. Oh man. So I haven't been hitting. But I do have advantage on strength saves or strength checks.
Mhm.
So my plan is I'm gonna grab this son of a bitch that keeps ducking me,
Yeah.
and I'm going to throw him at the rats and say, "Here's your food."
I'm down. I'm totally down for that. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make a strength check.
And since I have advantage,
Yo.
Eh.
Yeah, we'll take the
19.
Yeah. This is rather light, probably around like 80 pounds, and you're just like, take this free food. And the thief's just like, wait, what? And he goes lunge. What's your strength?
My strength is
Mopper?
16.
16. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Boom, hits the far wall.
Oh god.
and he coincidentally drops some rations from his pockets. And the rats begin to swarm him. Okay.
So now since I'd be like, I told you I brought food, then I'm gonna have to go back down here, and I gotta save my friends.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go here first, and I'm going to cast heal wounds or cure wounds on Sterling.
Yep. How much does he heal?
Let me cast it first here real quick. And he gets 4.
That's fine. Take it. All right, Boone's back up. Sterling, his eyes reawaken with energy. A spark of energy re-enters his eyes. He's just like, oh, yeah, that was a bad mistake on my part.
I saved your life.
Puts his hand on his shoulder. Thank you. Oh, Tav.
Is he okay?
He's looking over. He's like, what are they? They're eating this thief now at this point. And Tav's like, yes. Sterling's like, oh god. Okay. Ox, I think that's pretty much it for you, right?
Yep, that's all I
Top
can
of
do.
yours, Sterling's gonna go ahead. He's gonna go ahead and apply. I believe he has a healing potion.
I have one. A great.
I'll
one.
just give him enough healing balm to heal her all the way
No.
back up because I've got a ton.
He has a healing potion, but I want him. Yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and use his healing potion on Tav. So boom, Tav, you gain back GD4 +2, Nice. 7 + 2 is 9 points of healing. You are back up.
Yay.
Just shoves it down your mouth. Wake up. We need to go. And that was a bonus action. And I'll go ahead and take a shot.
Plus 7. Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know. He has his rifle out. He's just gonna be like, you know what? No, we're just gonna keep moving.
Yeah, we're just gonna go back.
2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he's gonna basically be where Ox is. Enemies, they're too busy eating this poor side. This dire rat's just gonna look towards you, Tav, and you can hear Ox, the dire rat's like, "You had any more of them bombs?" Tav obviously doesn't understand. He has his paws out, Tav. His mouth is covered in the Brazilian healing bombs. You now look like, oh, this motherfucker took some. That's it for. Well, actually, that's it for that. So go ahead, Tav. It's your turn.
I'm gonna give him 3 more healing bombs. Just throw them down.
You see adoration just take hold of his eyes, and he's following you. He's now a temporary ally.
Let's see here. How
Addicted to
long?
these healing bombs.
I'm gonna run.
He's going to run with you.
I'm gonna run here, then here, and I think here is as far as I can go.
He is right there climbing. This rat's just like, what are you doing here? She's my goddess.
Bow before me.
I will do anything she says as long as she gives me more of this sustenance of the gods. Okay. This one rat is gonna go this way. It's actually Ox's turn. Go ahead, Ox.
All right. Yep. Gonna go ahead. They're obviously distracted. I'm gonna go full speed up here.
Cool.
That guy likes healing bombs.
I gathered that much.
If you need more, I've got tons. So if you run out, just let me know. I'll give him some healing bombs too.
My bag is
go ahead.
full.
Sterling's in the up next to you, Tav. He's gonna take his rifle and he's gonna tell you, "I'm gonna hold him here. I'll cover the rear." He takes his rifle out, and then we go to the enemies. They're continue to eat. This rat's gonna blaze. Oh, this rat's still pointing down this hallway to you, Ox. He says, "Yeah, so down there, follow road. Food."
Okay, you should go get some food before they eat it all.
And he goes and leaves and goes down there. Wow, this is a buffet. Okay. This rat's still here, though. I am now a servant of this goddess, this fiery goddess, emblazoned with fire all around her. She is perfect. She is life incarnate.
So I'm just that one right there seems rather taken with you.
So I will say out of game that there are rat folk in my people or in my campaign.
Oh god.
They tend to live in their empire is in the Underdark, so but there are some obviously that live on the surface from time to time. Anyways, enemies, that's it for them. So Taff, is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna
reveal the rest of this hallway.
Yeah, see what okay.
And then this hallway as well.
Go there, and then I can go there. Because I wouldn't know that someone went down this hallway here.
I think I'm the only one that knows that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here and look what's over, or there isn't anything over here.
Sure. Before you get there, you hear a crunch as you step over here, and your foot gets caught in another man trap. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
you are trapped there. You're gonna have to make a strength check to get out of it.
Oh, I'm very good at that. Oh,
Great,
-2.
nice.
13.
13. Nice. Yeah, you just managed to break it free. It's a pretty shoddy trap, but regardless, it did the damage, and you are still hurting.
I'm gonna drink my healing potion.
Okay,
That
sounds
is
good. 2d4
for-
plus 2.
What's it before? 44. 12 plus 4. Oh, full. Yay.
Nice. Okay. Ox, is your turn.
All right. So since we're still in rounds. I do I even have a healing potion anymore? Yes, I do. I do have I have a potion of healing greater.
Oh, that's right. You did spend the money on that.
So I am going to. How much is that healing wise?
That is 44 plus 4.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
I'm going to use. So I'm gonna speak and be like, so there's a guy that ran down that way, but I need to heal first, as my rage is basically ended because I haven't done anything.
Pretty much.
So I'm just gonna spend my turn and my subsequent turns until either someone comes down that hallway, just using healing bombs on myself.
Okay. So we'll go ahead to Sterling. Sterling's gonna sit there as well. I'll reveal the other area here that you would have looked at, Tav. And it just basically is just it just circles around, but there is this like metal cage that sort of stops debris in the sewage water that would go and funnel through it or filter through it. Other than that, that's pretty much it in this area. Obviously, this tunnel leads to another graded area, so it's impossible, or there's no way to get out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
So technically, we're out of combat. So yeah, if you want to spend the time, these rats eventually will disperse and leave you alone for now. However, you are not sure how long that may last.
So I am going to say, before the time runs out on my spell, I'm gonna say, if you guys want, there will be more food after we take care of business. If you want to hang out and see if I can make you some more food like that wonderful thing that I just threw to you. I don't know.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. At the very least, they'll ignore me.
It's something. It's something.
Persuasion. So close. 14.
14. The rat swarms. You maybe think that the rat swarms are listening. The dire rats definitely don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They begin to just leave and peruse for any more food that they can, or just leave the area. So I'll say that there are 2 swarms right here that are waiting patiently.
Wonderful. All right, so I just need to do one more of these. I've used. Oh, shit. All right, so 1. All right, so I'm finally fully healed.
Okay.
I've used. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. I've used 6 of my healing bombs.
I'm gonna go ahead and use second wind on Sterling to heal a little bit. So second wind, that is 1d10 plus 2.
How many those healing bombs do you have left, Tav?
40.
So, well, tell you what, boy, do I have a garage sale for you. Because I have a ton.
Sterling got 83, bro.
Oh my god.
So he's gonna use some too as well.
How many do you have, Ox?
I have 53 of them.
53. Okay. I have the lowest, and I still have a lot.
I give you 10 more.
Yeah. And I'm gonna give one to my rat. That I'm gonna...
Heck yeah. This rat is just like wiping his face with it and stuff. I think it's curing the cancer.
Curing my cancer?
Yes,
all
cancer?
I mean, it probably does.
All right.
Bomb. Okay, so everyone's Everyone's healed now.
Yep.
Everyone's-
So I guess we're gonna go ahead and start heading on that way.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. We need to get out.
I'm gonna stop around this corner. I'm gonna wave at the rats to have them like that. Those couple guys be like, "It's time to go," but I can't speak to them anymore. So I just
Yeah,
motion.
Now there's just these two rat swarms following you guys.
We are the Rat Kings.
I'll go ahead and reveal this portion of the map. And you can see that there is just a vaguely like a dim light coming from this hallway. There's probably a big light source down this hall. So like the light is coming from this main chamber. And it just begins to get dimmer and dimmer as it gets closer to you.
All right.
But you do hear some talk, and eventually you see one of them pull out a loud crossbow and takes a shot in your general direction. I will give you 3/4 cover, obviously.
Okay.
So that's what, 18? That's a 1, misses regardless. The thief, one of the thieves hides behind the corner again. So we're gonna keep. Well, we'll go ahead and re-roll over initiative. Might as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Might as well.
21.
Nice.
Not nearly as bad as the last time. 15.
Nice. Those all did pretty good. And I gotta roll for the enemies. The new enemies.
Yeah.
That's fate right there. All right, and then 2. Okay. So top of the order is gonna be Tav, and then Sterling, then Ox, and then the enemies. I'll control the rats, obviously. So top of the order, Tav, you did hear and see an arrow just dink off this wall. Probably somebody shot it, so you know that there's enemies down that hallway.
Yeah. Let's see how far I can go there. I'm gonna move there.
Your
Right.
rat companion's gonna go. Your dire rat companion's gonna move forward. He's like, I must protect my queen. He goes out in front. He puts his arms out.
I don't see anyone down here.
Not currently.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move. Then I'm gonna dash a little and move. I'm gonna move in here if I don't see anyone here.
Sure. Your rat companion's gonna get in front of you and he says, "My queen,
My queen.
I will protect you."
but all we hear is
Well, that's what everyone hears. Not even Tav can understand. Okay.
Yes, rat.
Yes, rat. Survive with me. Sterling's turn. Sterling's gonna go ahead and just sit in this corner. Sit in this corner right here, and he's gonna just take his rifle and he's going to hold his action. He's gonna
sweet.
say he's gonna pop a shot. Whoever comes first, definitely. Then again, yeah, because there's light source cover, he actually see that room. So kudos. All right, Ox, your turn.
So I'm gonna motion to them, the rats, and I'm gonna obviously I know that there's nobody there focused anymore. So if I go this way, screw it. I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna run right up in there.
Heck, you know.
Let's do this.
She rushing past me, but
I am going to use my bonus action not to rage this time, but I'm debating on how I want to do this.
So you see that there are the one that had the light crossbow, the one he over here has short sword dagger out, and then you see a very tall, almost fits the description of what Chief Ashgar said, except he has long, sort of flowing grayish hair, and he has 2 very ornate daggers at his side. He says, "Oh, I didn't honestly think you'd actually charge down the hallway."
I'm going to inspire the dire rat.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, it's not going to work because he doesn't understand you. So
Okay, fine.
I
I
know.
will inspire. I
If-
will inspire as I'm running down the hall. Sterling again because
Okay.
he's going to need to make that pot shot.
Sure, yeah, for sure. I wish if only if you guys didn't take that break and maybe rush forward, maybe, but it doesn't
Bummer.
understand a word you say, yeah, so it can't understand your inspiration.
Okay.
Right, cool. So wow, Sterling has inspiration, DM, and bardic inspiration. Cool. That's a D6, right?
Yes.
So you dashed and you did that. All right, so enemy's turn. This one obviously is going to go ahead and take out her dagger. He's going to stab you.
Whatever.
Exactly what I wanted. So go ahead and roll that. That's going to be a 19 plus 4. That's going to hit.
Yep. Ow.
It's a dagger, so just so plus 3, so it's 5 points of piercing damage. And
I'm
then
not
this
gonna
one-
lie, I may regret this.
And then this one now gets into view, and so Sterling will go ahead and take his reaction shot on to this one right here.
Yep.
So
Who cares?
Sterling,
Even if he hits me, I'll be fine.
yeah, which is the bummer because he's not going to waste the opportunity of. All right, so first one, all right, and then
Oh.
shot with advantage. He's going to go ahead and use his bardic inspiration because she will hit if he gets a 5. Nope.
Bummer.
He misses. He misses that. He's gonna save the DM inspiration. That's fine, but cool. All right, not cool, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this one's gonna go ahead and attack you, Ox, with the short sword. It's this one is the half orc lunges forward, plus 4. It's a dirty 20, and that's going to go ahead and do the short sword. Yeah.
So I've taken 5 so far.
So 4, yeah, 5, and now plus 4 from
Okay.
him. So 9 points are in total. And then you obviously, since you're raging.
I wasn't raging yet, so
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, you take 9 then total.
Oh no.
Okay, and then this right here is going to go ahead and move a little bit forward. And what does he have? He's going to go ahead. You see that he has this ornate dagger, but you realize, Ox, that it's a large ornate dirk.
mhm.
And then you see that instead of reaching for the other ornate dirk, he actually like does a flick of his wrist and this really nice pair of claws, like a weapon claw, appears. He's gonna go ahead and says, "So you must be part of the contractors trying to preserve me. How about if I buy you out? How's that sound?"
Well, he's got to wait for my turn.
That's true. He's gonna go ahead and walk just a little bit forward. He gives you that proposition. But we go to top of the order. New turn. Tab, it is your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Damn, that
Oh yeah,
one.
I totally forgot. I forgot you have range. Yeah, go ahead.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Dirty 20.
Oh, that was great. Nice.
And that's a 1.
Ooh. Do you not add your charisma to it?
No, not yet. I need
Not yet. That's right.
need a feat for that.
So
Oh, what it is.
as the blast is probably like your second time using it, and you're still getting the range and the facts, and not to mention it's just a beam of what does your Eldritch Blast look like again?
It's a little beam of. It's kind of like fire, but not really. It looks like fire, but isn't fire
Isn't fire,
because it
for
does
sure.
force damage and the
For sure, yeah.
damage.
Well, force damage also can be equated to like magical effects. Like doesn't always have to be like straight up fire or whatever. It could be just like impounding magic, impact. It could be a rending slice. It's just it's a very general terminology for other damage that's not piercing slashing. But anyways, yeah, I get it. Totally get it. Does 1 point damage on him. The half orc's just like
Hello.
Hello. The Dyrus like, you don't giggle at my queen. All out attack this thing. I will give it pack tactics because Ox is technically his ally.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
2d20. Oh wow, 1 and a 14. I will take the 14. That's a plus 4, so 18 will hit the thief. He's like, what the fuck? It's like it emerges from the shadows and just lunges and bites down on his jugular.
Oh god.
For 2d4 piercing damage. For 3, 4, 5 points of pierce damage. Nice. Ox, you just see this giant dart rat just like. Okay. That is it for Tav. Sterling will go ahead. He's spent his bonus action to reload. He's gonna go fire. Damn. Oh, I forgot about these swarms. You said you wanted them to attack?
Yeah, I told him to come with me. I told him,
Okay,
bring it on. I got more food for you.
My bad. Okay, so I gotta do their attacks real quick. So I'll go ahead and put him.
Weaponized rats.
So this one's gonna attack him.
Biological warfare.
So 13 and an 18. That's gonna hit. 4, 5, 6 points of damage. Right, and then the other one, it's crazy. Go here. So does actually still hit. 4. Wow, max damage. 8, 9, 10. This one is dead. It's consumed. And so this one actually is gonna have to attack this one now. Thank you, pack tactics. Probably have both or one hits. Just wiping the floor of them. And then this one also is down to 1 HP left. It is
Oh god.
super close to that. And the mass figure's just like, what? All right. Sterling is not going to fire. He's going to go ahead and move 6, and then he's going to go ahead and he's going to hold his action again. If anything comes down this area, he's going to fire at it. All right, Ox, your turn.
So this guy just saw me run through, got real cocky all of a sudden, and then immediately one of his friends is dead and the other one is borderline dying on the floor.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm gonna look at him and be like, so this is your one chance to negotiate, all right? So you can put your weapons down and come with us, or my friends here are gonna look at you like you're food. And I'm gonna use No, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not even gonna try to be persuasive. I'm just telling the truth.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. The man over there looks, he's like, okay. Yeah, no, he literally throws his 2 ornate daggers on the ground. He takes off his claw hand and he's like, yeah. I'm not going to argue with a man who just brought in a swarm of rats that I've been eluding. Me and my team have been eluding for, a couple weeks now. I just saw one of my friends who I've known for years just get mauled alive. And I'm not going to have her just die on me like that. So, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. We're good.
So I clap my hands to get the rat's attention and send them over at his other dead friend.
Okay, and they just start chowing down on the other dead friend. And the guy who is probably Jakao, just like, oh, come on, seriously?
It's either that or they're going to eat you. What would you like? I'm going to, I don't know if I can do it. I assume if I don't do anything to stop it, I'm gonna signal to the others, like, come on, get some rope, bind this one and bind him up, and I'm gonna pick up the weapons and I'm gonna check him for weapons to make sure he doesn't have anything hidden.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Tab, what are you doing?
I'm gonna check the other one here and tie up and maybe use some healing balls so they don't die.
Okay. How many healing balls do you want to use on her?
I'm gonna use like 3.
Okay. Sterling's just gonna go over to you, Tab, and he's gonna be like, here, you can have some of my healing bombs. He's gonna give you 10.
My god.
I got a 15 on my investigation.
For sure. He has 69 left, so he has a bunch.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys are good. All right.
Gonna investigate if any weapons,
Yes,
and it's a
investigate.
5.
Okay. Well, she does. She only had the light crossbow. As you do, check very lightly. You don't find any other weapons on her. But besides that, she's like, thanks for not killing us. So she definitely seems like she's not aggressive towards you. You checking Jakao, you find on him nothing else besides a small pouch, and you sort of just peruse through it. There's about 50 gold pieces in there. And Jakao's just like, there's more money over there if you want to take some, but it's up to you.
Okay, so I have Sterling keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't flee.
Yeah, Sterling puts his arm right on his shoulder.
I'm gonna pick up all the weapons. We'll divvy this loot later. I'm gonna go get the rest of the coin,
Sure.
And then I'm gonna clap my hands to look at the rats and give them the thumbs up, and then go like this this is your domain now. And we are going to leave with our new captives.
Sure, yeah. Jakao actually shows you a shortcuts, a way out of here, away from where the path that he and his team have been taking to avoid all the rats in this area. And as you're walking, he's just like, I take it that my proposition of buying you out still not on the table, or
so no one's stopping you from talking.
He's like, well, I mean, like I said, you have like his weapons, you have his pouch, but you also have like a burlap or like a leather satchel, and you can feel that there's a bunch of stuff in there. He says, so there's probably about 2,000 gold pieces in there, a couple of thousand silver pieces, along with some trinkets that you could probably fetch a fine price on the market somewhere here in the city. But yeah, if you want, you can have it if you let me go.
So I mean, we've already technically got it, but I've got a proposal for you. So we'll take all of your stuff, except for, I'll give you back 10 gold. Maybe no, I'll be generous because I'm a nice guy. 100 gold, and you will take you and your friends. You will leave the city. You will never come back.
That's fair. I will.
And if you do, you're not going to have to worry about the guards.
He looks at you. You do see that he's a little bit intimidated by you because you are a pretty imposing figure. But you get the sense that there's something else that would also probably keep him away. And he looks at you and he says, "No, crystal clear. Whoever you are. I will tell you this though. I didn't come here just for myself. I was paid quite handsomely to steal. And the reason for stealing wasn't just to steal, it was to keep both the Shirtas, the guards, and even freelancers like yourself away from your hall. Because you've been so kind to me, you're letting me go and you're giving me some money, I might as well tell you the truth. I may be a thief, but I do have a code."
Of course.
I'm listening.
If you are a decent person, which I feel like you are, since you're letting me go and you're giving me some of my money back, or money that I've stolen, really. I was paid quite handsomely already, and I have that stashed away, so I'm good on money. But I met with this contact at the Question, and it was on Donathur, which would be today. I normally would meet with this contact. It's a masked person. I don't know if it's a man or a female. I don't know their lineage or their ancestry, but I would meet with them at booth 4 at the Question. You can go there today, or you can go there on Ladino or Tano. Just talk to one of the hostesses and tell them that you are here in search of gold and splendor, and they will know what to do, and they will take you to my contact.
Gold and splendor. I'm writing that down. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Anything we need to know specifically about this contact?
No, I'm not sure, but if it regards your fortune hall, if you are freelancers, I would imagine there would probably be a concern with you. So because you're doing me a kindness, I should in turn give you a kindness as well.
Okay. That works for us. Just so you know, you better sneak out. There are 3 other groups of people looking for you.
And he sort of looks at the girls like, I mean, no offense, but I've already dispatched of one of those groups. Not killed them. They're simply sleeping in a very uncomfortable position spot in the sewers. But I'm sure they'll be fine. I'll go ahead and secretly tell a guard that they're there so that they can be rescued.
Perfect. All right, Sterling, you can set him down.
Anyways, what I have to ask, what are your names? Do you have a group name or?
What? Shit, I knew we should have thought of this beforehand. We are not Team Fire Meat 22, all right? I'm done with that.
Wasn't just 20, not 22.
Who knows?
So, you know what? For right now, you can just call us the Rat Herders.
Jakal just sort of chickles and he's like,
The sand swimmers.
We are the Sand Swimmers. That's it.
Well,
We're the Sand Swimmers.
The sand swimmers. Are you're serious?
Not
Are you-
really.
I mean,
It's
we've
work
run
in
into.
progress.
It's a joke about goblins. You probably know all about it.
Well, he extends his hand to all of you and says, "Well, I'm Jakal. That actually is my name that I use, and I've allowed people to use so that they can understand, know my fame. But if you're ever in Kosravi or in Gaiam, and if you're looking for a little bit of work, or if you need an expert thief, come find me. Come look for me. I would more than happy to work with people such as yourself. You seem like decent people, and I hope that you find whoever's planning to do whatever they're doing with your fortune haul."
Absolutely. So good luck, and stay away from rats.
I'm gonna go quickly post a picture of Jakal. I think I forgot to post a picture. I think I have one. Hold on. I do want
Okay.
to give you some sort of point of reference what he looks like. He's a decent looking guy.
All right, take a look here.
Here we go. NPC appears. Where the fuck is that? Upload file. Pictures. Nope. That's what it looks like. And he is wearing steel toe boots.
Little wrong there.
Did I put it in campaign info? Nice.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and delete that. And I will go to NPC appears. Good call out. Everyone's like, what the fuck? That is Jakal, and he's also nicknamed Jakal the Steel Toe.
Okay. Sweet.
Cool.
Nice.
So
Wonderful.
I will go ahead and give you also post in the in-session player chat how much gold you guys actually got from him and stuff.
Okay.
Well, how much did you give him? What did
I
you
gave
give
him 100 of his gold back.
100 gold back? Okay. So there is 1,900 gold pieces, 3,000 silver pieces, and then there are I'm going to say a satchel of trinkets, and then you would have to get those appraised to find out what those all cost. Satchel of trinkets.
Nice.
Okay. And what was the total gold cash amount?
I posted it right there.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see it.
You're good.
In session. Okay, cool. Oh shoot. All right.
We have agreed that we're not giving this back.
We're not saying a word about this.
No. What are we going to say to? We obviously failed contract, but are we gonna tell them about the other stuff?
So we're going to talk to Jeffrey about it. We'll let them keep running around and chasing a contract that doesn't exist anymore.
That doesn't sound that good.
If Jeffrey thinks we should tell him, then we'll tell him. But otherwise, who cares?
We'll-
The only
we'll
person we
talk to
care
you.
about building with is Jeffrey.
Yeah, we'll talk to Riffer and see what he says, and we tell him we didn't find any stolen goods.
But we did manage to put the fear of the sand swimmers in him.
Should we say that we met him even?
Oh no, I mean there's no reason not to. We could say that we came to an accord. He
We met
exchanged
him, we talked to him, and he ran away.
that. What?
He
No,
left the city.
here's the best part. We can actually be semi-honest with this. We don't say anything about the items. All right. We
Yeah.
just say we had an accord. We parlayed. He offered us very important information in exchange for us letting him go with the promise that he would never come back to the city again.
Or we say that he just escaped and we didn't let him go because that sounds bad to
And then
us.
Sterling's just like, yeah, and we're telling Jeffrey that we took the word of a thief.
Yeah, that's the point I'm
maybe
trying
we
to
should
make here.
definitely so we should definitely say that we don't think he's going to come back, but he did escape our grasp.
Why don't we
He
just
ran-
tell him we failed?
Or
No.
I mean, we could just say we failed. We could also tell
We
him that
don't-
we
we don't
control
wanna
the
do this
sewer
contract
anymore. Let him out. We are going to say that we fought a little with him, but he had a secret escape tunnel in the sewer. We couldn't follow him. He got a wrong way away. But he's left town and he's probably not coming back.
So, okay, so here's my version of how things go, all right? So we can definitely use that last part. We had him. He was trying to bargain information with us, and he gave us this. So we can continue to investigate it, which is something that's good. But then when he lulled us, unfortunately, into a sense of, we thought we had a false hope, false security. And at the last second, he got away. But we did kill most of his friends, so he's probably not coming back.
Yes. Now you speak my language.
So we're pretty sure he's not coming back, but unfortunately, we can't collect the bonus.
We can't confirm or deny that he's somewhere.
Regardless.
So that's what we're gonna tell Jeffrey.
Yeah.
So you guys are outside after making your way out the secret tunnel. Jakal already made his leave right when you guys entered the entrance. You guys are now on the map. You're on the other side of the Canal Bazaar, a different little shanty town underneath the bridge. And Jakal just sort of puts over his cowl and then just blends in with the crowd and is gone.
Sweet.
All right, what would you guys like to do now?
So we need to go talk to Jeffrey. Is the thing open right now? I assume it's open all the time.
Yeah, there is a curfew. Like, you can't go there at midnight, and then it opens to the public at 7 a.m. So it is like 8 o'clock at night. So it's still there because people drink there.
Okay, so I guess
I would say that once you guys get higher up, you guys will earn like recognition and renown, and there are private rooms that like the cool kids can go to
the cool kids
and stay, and have their own bars and stuff like that.
That's fine. I've got a dojo to build.
Okay. So you guys are gonna make your way to Fortune Hall real quick?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Might as well just talk with you.
First, we should probably hide the money that we made. Also, not on a person, I mean.
You guys want to split the money right now between the three?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and split the money right now. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal if we just happen to have more stuff. It's not like they search us every time we go in there. Just don't don't be weird about it.
They don't search you anyways because you're all freelancers there. As long as you have like a contract, and as long as one of the clerks can vouch you, they'll be it's pretty lax. It's not like an adventuring go where it's like, are you even a member here, dude? I don't even know you.
Do you even member, bro?
I just mean that we don't have a big sack of gold right in front of us.
We can split it up so that we can put it in our respective pouches and whatnot.
Yeah.
So with
you're gonna have to buy some bags, bro. Your backpacks are gonna be pretty heavy.
That's fine.
We're probably gonna spend it in 5 minutes.
So you and Sterling get 634 gold, and I get 633.
5 gold.
We can.
And it's
we
1,000 silver.
Yep, we each get 1,000 silver, And then we just have some trinkets and stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll get that.
that's-
It doesn't matter if we carry in trinkets. We'll just be like, we found these while we were in the sewers in the poop.
Like you go to a shop and you're selling to the vendors, like, wait, that was stolen from me.
No,
we
it wasn't.
found it. So we'll give you a
It
discount.
has my initials on it. Look at the bottom of the boot. It says Andy.
Nice try, buddy. Your name's Steve.
All right. So you divvy up the gold. All your pouches and backpacks are a little bit heavier now. Who's holding the satchel of trinkets?
I will hold the satchel of trinkets. Just so.
I would just put like a note or something that you are holding the satchel of trinkets.
Okay. I'll get that added there. So yeah. Gold divvied up, silver divvied up. I have the satchel of trinkets. I'll add that to my sheet after we're done. So I guess we're gonna go to the Fortune Hall and relay all of this to Jeffrey.
Sure, yeah. You arrive at the Fortune Hall. There's a lot of debauchery going on at the Fortune Hall. There's a lot of drinking.
Subpar debauchery.
Subpar debauchery.
Yeah. I just remember, don't we smell like shit right now?
Yes, you do. You do.
I don't care.
Nice.
I'll take a shower later.
There are public. There are in this area of the world. They do have public showers and public bathhouses.
Okay, I will
Gonna must do
utilize that.
later.
Yeah. So, if you guys want to go visit one, yeah, it's gonna cost you 10 coppers.
Oh
like-
no.
Oh
For like-
no!
For like the lowest one, unless you want to go to a high end like sauna and spa.
Not right now. I just want to clean off.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna cost you 10 coppers for.
Yeah.
you know.
Clean up first, so we don't smell like
Sure.
the sewers.
You go into a crowded bathhouse and there's people everywhere and stuff like that. So you take about like an hour to yourselves, and then it's about 9 o'clock and make your way to Fortune Hall, where Jeffrey is at the bar. He's looks like he's off the clock finally. He's just drinking, reading some newsletters. He's actually reading some announcements. I don't know if I posted any. I posted announcements. I did post.
You
some
there? If
I
some
did.
no.
Yeah.
Like
The,
when's
uh,
the Gold Heat Festival?
The Gold Heat Festival is. I will. Let me look at the calendar. It is. Let's see. It is Fire Meats. It is 22nd. The Gold Heat Festival is a week-long festival that starts on the 33rd all the way to the 40th of Fire Meat.
Okay.
So in about a week or so.
Yeah, about a week or so. Yeah.
I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. Like the melee, talent shows and stuff like
Group
that.
Battle Royale.
Yeah. A lot of debauchery. So, Jeffrey's there. He's reading some of the newsletters and stuff like that, and he sees you all walk toward him. Hey, you're all here pretty late. How's the contract?
So we're gonna have to tell you that unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to complete this contract.
Oh.
So we had him, but we scared the bejesus out of him enough to where he's left the city. Is the short answer.
He sort of looks around. He's like, let's go to a private table and talk about this. He tells the bartender that took his place to pour some ice ales for everybody or some wine. He actually is drinking wine right now. So if you want a wine, Tab, you want a wine, you want an ale, ice ale, normal ale.
Wine.
You want some wine? Cool.
Yeah.
Any specifics on wine? Red, Riesling,
Yes, something.
Pinot. Okay, let me get you a Pinot.
Yes.
Your Pinot Grigio. He's gonna pour himself a Pinot Grigio himself.
I just look at him. You already know.
2 ice ales, please. All right.
Yes.
So he he shows you to like this corner booth in this massive lobby. He sits down with all of you, gives you your 2 ice ales, gives you your Pinot Grigio. He takes his Pinot Grigio, and Sterling sits at the end of the table. He looks at all of you. Okay, so from the beginning, wait, you found this Chicao and he escaped and
Yeah. So to be as short and succinct as possible, But you've really got to know this part, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. No one's ever gonna believe this. We
Take a big gulp from his Pinot Grigio.
so we went down to the sewers.
Oh, that makes
we-
sense, actually.
So that's not the unbelievable part. Wait. So we talked to a beggar. We gave her enough incentive to help us out. She led us into the sewers, which is apparently really close to where he was. We went down there, and there are
Sewer's public?
rats. Yeah, there are rats. In case you didn't
Yes.
know, there's a lot of rats
Oh.
in the sewer.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So
As
I
big as-
talked to them.
Oh, interesting.
So I talked to
That's
them,
great.
and it didn't go well at the middle part. All right. So we went down there. I talked to this. He says, watch out for these guys, watch out for those guys. Basically, we got attacked by different rats. We threw our food out, distracted them, and eventually Tav is okay. Sterling is okay, but for a minute there, it was real dicey.
Yeah. I fell in shit.
That's not the dicey part, Tav. You almost
Yeah,
died.
I almost died, but
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it's the same. Fell in shit and almost died.
All right, fair enough.
I can agree
Same,
with
same.
that.
So what happened was these rats are attacking my friends, right? My teammates here. I grab one of the guys and I throw him at the rats and say, "There's your food." That didn't go well for them. Okay, so that person's dead. That person is
wow.
100% dead. So we got on the rat's good side because we gave them food, and also that guy asked food. So some of them came with us. Apparently, there's one rat that worships this one. All right, they're besties. So
So as you're talking, one of the guards walks in. He's holding the dire rat. He's like, "Hey, does someone leave their dire rat outside?"
Oh, that's
that-
mine.
that's Tabs. There's his best friend.
Pops it down.
Oh.
And it's like,
Yes, petting him a little and giving him a ball. Giving
Jeffrey's just appalled. He's just like, that thing smells like shit.
Yeah, he
Hey, we
didn't
don't talk about your friends that way.
I'm gonna give him a bath.
He gives you like a he's like, I would hope so. I hope also that you all get your tetanus shots.
Yeah, it's needed. I think I'm gonna die soon.
So anyway, that one right there. What are you gonna name it?
Steven.
Steven went with us along with another whole bunch of rats, a couple swarms of them. They come down the hallway as I charge down to try to figure out where this Chakar fella is. And guess what? I run through and a couple of his little goonies try to stab me. And then he looks at me and says, "Let's make a deal." But before I can even answer, our friends come down. Guess what? His best friend is dead and the other one's almost dead because we have friends.
I already have a feeling what you're going to tell me next.
So I looked at him and said, "So how about you just turn yourself in?" And he puts down all of his weapons and says, "All right, that's crazy. I'm done."
Yeah. He
So
did.
we lull him into a false sense of security, we thought, and said, "Hey, he's like, hey, I'll give you a deal or something, right?" And we're like, "Fine, whatever. Let's see if we can get at something out of him." He tells us about apparently he was working for someone who's trying to lure people out of the Fortune Hall. I don't know what the reasoning is, but we have a contact that we can go to, according to him, at the Question on certain
Yeah.
days.
Oh, great place.
And we've got a passcode to do that. So we're going to continue that investigation, despite the fact that we totally failed this contract. So anyway, long story short, we're talking and, we're like, okay, cool. So we had him all tied up and then we're walking down and then I guess I got distracted because you know me, I'm distracted. We turn around. He's gone. He's gone. And we're like, shit. But we don't think he's going to be a problem anymore, especially after what he saw. It seemed most of his accomplices are either dead or dying. I mean, he just sold somebody out, so I think that he's probably put himself in danger trying to get out of trouble in the first place. So I think he's out of here.
Jeffrey just he's as you like while you were telling the rest of that, he's just looking at this rat who is like munching on the Brazilian healing bombs, and he's just like, oh, 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 okay. Yeah, but for a second, scratches his head. I don't know what to say to all that.
Oh, we got a new team name.
Oh,
We're the Sand Swimmers.
oh god.
Work in progress. Work in progress.
It was either that or the Rat Herders. We're not sure yet.
He scratches his chin in disbelief at such an extravagant story. Go ahead and real quick make a deception check.
Okay, yeah, because I did straight up lie to him. Part of that.
Yeah, like near the end, especially.
All right. Skills. Eh. 8.
Do you have inspiration? Also DM
No,
inspiration.
he's the only one that used his inspiration.
I still have it, but how do I make this work?
Well, if you told the story.
Oh,
Even if he calls me out, I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
Yeah.
prove it.
So Jeffrey looks at you. He definitely gauges. You see he's in deep thought about this. He starts looking at all three of you, and he sees the satchel over you. Obviously, you have very few gear on you.
Mhm.
And he sees the satchel, and he's like, "So let me get this straight." As he waits for one of the maids to bring out 2 more Pinot Grigios, and he sits down again. He at first, Tav, you're probably still drinking yours. You think he's gonna give it to you, but he downs one of them, and then sets it down and looks at you, Ox. He's like, "Let me get this straight. You had this Chikao in your grasp.
Mhm.
He revealed to you some sort of conspiracy with the Fortune Hall, and that's why he's been stealing things."
Yeah, I mean, I don't fully understand it, but apparently there's somebody behind the scenes. He was hired. He was hired to do this to keep people distracted.
Right. Now, this man has been declared a federal fugitive with a bounty of 5,000 gold pieces on his head. From my information, he has stolen roughly 3,000 to 7,000 gold worth of assets and valuable items.
We may have found some of those. I point right at the satchel.
Yeah, he sees his face like, I figured. So I'm not a fool, and I know that you are decent people. Did he pay you off?
no, he didn't.
Actually, no, he did not.
Okay, I'm gonna take over now.
I'm going to say that that's not a lie because we had everything before he tried anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth.
Okay.
I wasn't really with them when they did this discussion, but I heard of them. Apparently, yeah, we had him tied up. Everything up to we tie him up. That was true. Dead, also rats. Yeah, Steven, you know. Give him all the healing bomb.
4.5-foot dire rat.
His name is Steven.
Okay, sorry,
Respect
Steven.
him. Or
I
them.
will, once
I
he
don't know.
gets a shower. I will.
He
I
will.
for sure. Also, don't let him bite people.
And not a problem. He only eats healing bomb right now.
I don't know if that's good or a bad thing.
He has cancer, I think. Oh my. Okay. The truth. Okay, we tied him up.
You softened me up. I'm ready.
They started talking. He
Okay,
spilled the information.
right. It's concerning if it is true.
Yeah, he did that before, I think. Ox, I don't really remember.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Did he spill the information before you talked to him or after?
So originally, when I walked in, he did try to buy me off, but then he saw two of his friends basically die, and that's when the situation changed.
Yeah, he threw down his weapon. We tied him up. Then
Maybe he was willing to offer you more of the money that he stole.
I don't know. I just know what happened.
No, he didn't actually. He didn't have any money there. And I'm gonna roll deception on that.
Go ahead and roll with it.
And it's 21.
Oh yeah.
He only had the two trinkets there. You can have them. Give them back to whoever stole them. So Ox give
I
him.
don't want them. I mean, if you're
I mean,
I'll take one.
I didn't. That's not what I meant. But okay, we skip over that. Yeah, tie them up, everything. Then what did we do then? Yeah, he gave us the information because Ox said that we will let him go if he did. I think Ox helped me here. I don't really remember actually.
So I said, if you give us something worthy of whatever, and I mean, actually, no, you'd have to bluff that one because I didn't offer to let him go. I didn't offer ever once to let him go. There was literally his offer, our counter offer, and then we did just let him go at the end, but no point did we ever offer to let him go. We just said, be careful, goodbye, don't come back. That's what actually happened. So that's why I worded myself exactly like I did.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that to him.
Okay, for sure.
That it was like that because I just me, Johnny, don't remember it.
Right, no, you're okay. Geoffrey looks at all three of you. Stroh's just like, I didn't say a damn word. And he's just like, look, I get it. I'll go ahead and pull the contract from you. It's not going to look good on records, but obviously that doesn't mean that you're not going to get, it's going to be like a red mark on your file. Not a big deal as long as you keep completing more contracts. Whatever the case, I'm just happy that you're all okay. It seems that you all came out on top, which is great, which is good for me as well, in a way. If you could, if you didn't give me anything, if you could slide me some, that'd be cool.
So I've got a counter offer for you before you decide to pull this off the table. All right.
Yeah.
So you want to pull the contract. The contract is still technically ongoing. The guy's not been caught. Technically, no one's failed because no one succeeded.
That's true.
And this could fall under a blanket for us gathering more information based off of this contract that we found out to potentially get you more notoriety the more we find out about it.
I would agree with you under normal circumstances, but because this is now a federal involvement, I don't think it's worth in the long run to lie and to basically, keep the Federation agents in circles. Because we don't know, you don't know how long that's going to take. And if it's like 5 or 10 years in the future, they're going to think these people aren't that stupid. They're eventually going to be like, well, why hasn't anything happened until now after 10 years? And maybe they have agents. Basically what I'm saying is I'd rather not mess.
Okay, no, I didn't mean that. I think we got our wires crossed. So I'm not talking about keeping the contract open. I mean more along the lines of we've just brought you something that could potentially turn into a new contract.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, but I don't think in their eyes they're going to see it that way.
Okay, fine. We'll still investigate. Also, and then I just dig into the trinkets. I just grab whatever's in my hand and I just go, here you go.
You give him. Go ahead and roll a d10 for him.
5.
You give him a sapphire giraffe that has spots, and the spots are made of diamonds.
Oh my god!
It's like takes like the nearby napkin and puts it over. Puts it right next to him between you and Tab in the booth. Okay. He's like caught off guard. Like that must cost a lot of money.
So we good now?
We're good. But my concern is that keeping this contract open, even though there is no time limit, will draw the ire of the Federation.
Okay, so we failed. So we'll duck out of our contract. That gives us a red mark, right?
Yeah, I would prefer to keep all of our lives, more longevous.
Okay,
Unless you want to take the risk and eventually go and find Jakao and bring him into custody.
Nah, we'll just say we're bored with this contract. We want something that more challenges our skill set.
That's not a problem. Because you're all still relatively new, this red mark doesn't mean that much. And I'd rather you, as still starting out, take a red mark early and not get bogged down with the Federation. If it was some petty artisan from another guild or another adventuring guild, sure, we could figure something out. But because this is the Federation, I'd rather not get them involved and not fuck with them for God knows how long.
Okay, sweet, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, since you caught me at the right time, I actually do have another contract role for you. I'm in the process of finding 2 more that I think would be to your likings. I just need to make some deals and rub some elbow grease just a little bit more. But he pulls out from his satchel. He gives it, puts it on the table. If you want to, you can accept it or not, but I'll let you read it first. It is another government-esque one, but this one has a really nice reward. It includes money, but it also includes federal commendations, which now that I'm going to pull this one contract, could eliminate that little red mark on your record, and not to mention pumps you up even more so because it's a federal commendation. So I'll go ahead and post it. This is for the Federal Navy, privateer work.
Oh, are we going out to sea?
Not necessarily. Yes and no. Not like out in the middle of the ocean. I don't think you're gonna have to speak with the captain about what this truly entails. I do believe it's a coastal thing, so you're still relatively near the land. So I'll go ahead and post in campaign handouts, and I'll go ahead and retract the Jakao one.
Okay.
So I posted in campaign handouts. There you go.
All right, so let me see this. So, Captain Nurbanu of the Federation's 5th Fleet is looking for privateers to join her ship on a short incursion. So that sounds like an attack versus an excursion, which is just going out for a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Out west to the Federal Watchtower. She reports rampant piracy raids further west beyond here, and Karswarvi, because I don't know how to pronounce words,
Oh, it's not there.
have been several coastal villages. Okay, so we just need to stop some pirates and protect people. That sounds good. 80 silver pieces? That's nothing to shake a stick at. We're going to need all the money we can get.
Jeffrey also just smirks and just says, I hope this keeps up. I really do. But he goes ahead and he takes the giraffe like this yay big. It's like it's about the size of a football that's like on from tip to tip. It's like wrapped in this like it's like napkin. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go hide this. And then I'm gonna go find an appraiser. If you want, if I find one, I could have him most likely appraise whatever else you have.
Yep, if you find one that's willing to work with that, just let us know.
Of course. Oh.
We're going to be down at the old Woolly Caterpillar or whatever that place is called.
Oh, the belly of the Catobus, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I got to go out to my normal spot. So I'm going to hang out there for a bit, but then I'm going to go out to my normal spot and I got to start a dojo.
Oh yeah, that.
Okay, sure, Fox, whatever you say. He bows his head, takes one final drink of his Pinot Grigio, and says, "You all have a good night." And I am assuming you're going to take this contract then.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. It's all yours. I will I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day, but if we see each other within the next couple of days and I find the appraiser, I'll let you know if you come back here.
Perfect. We gotta
Perfect.
sleep anyway. I gotta go shower. I smell like crap.
Yeah.
And
yes, I
don't.
didn't want to meet. I didn't want to be mean towards you, but I mean, I didn't know the rat was with you, so.
Hey, you be nice to Steven.
Yeah,
I will, once it gets a bath.
you will get a bath.
Okay, I hope so. That's a promise.
So I think that's all I've got for here. I think the only thing I want to make sure that I do tell you before, if we're going to be ending here soon or whatever, is I'm going to go to the street vendors and I'm going to pay a few of them a gold apiece for the next 3 days. They just make some food and toss it into the sewers. Because
how much gold are you gonna give out?
I'm going to give out 3 gold pieces to the vendors that are near the rat sewers that we were at.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and then you go. I'm assuming you're going to go back to Gunther's hammock.
Yep.
Okay, and then Tav, where are you going? Are you going to the belly of the Catopolis, or are you going somewhere else?
The belly of the Catopolis.
That's what I thought. Okay, Sterling will also go to the belly of the Catopolis, and that's what we'll pick it up there. So was there anything, Tad, that you want to do before you go back to the belly and take that long rest?
No, I don't think so. It's just buying, but we can do that next time.
Sure.
Just healing potions and all that stuff.
It is pretty late, so you would have to do it tomorrow morning anyway.
Yeah.
To find a Lowy. Okay.
So we do that next Saturday.
All right, sounds good. With that, you 3 make you depart. Ox, you make your way to the hammock, where there is already one of your disciples there.
So
who's just waiting there. It's the man, the man who's wearing the bathrobes. He's like, Master, I've been waiting.
So I'm gonna make sure that I give either Tav or Sterling the satchel of remaining trinkets, so that it's not stolen from me while I'm sleeping.
Nice call, for sure. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Yep, he sits there, and I'll give you information with him next Saturday. And you go there. I don't know, what do you tell this man? He looks like.
So I literally just say, since I'm not tired, I'm probably tired, but I'm gonna spend part of it teaching him how to control his inner rage. Like, I'm gonna start training him how to be a barbarian.
Okay, sounds good. And in the waiting nights, you once again draw the flock of geese who just watch from a distance as this is happening. Tad and Sterling, you return to the belly of Catopolis. Carius greets you, and you buy rooms for the night. It's going to be 5 silvers for the night.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and take that from Sterling as well. And with that, you all take your long rest. For Tav and for Sterling, obviously you have your inspiration. That does not go away until you use it, but that also means you cannot gain any more until it is used.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. With that, we will pick it up next Saturday, y'all. That was a great session.
Awesome.
That was really great.